Everybody assemble! It's
Thank
CineVerse!
you.
That's really good.
Pound that shit.
Yay!
Pound that shit. Nice. Everybody
that was a
assembled.
good one.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's cool.
hello everybody. It's good to be back. We had a good week. We had a good week of news.
Yay.
Thanks, Boo Boo.
Hey. It's the
What?
puppy corn.
Look
It is
at this,
puppy
look at
corn.
this. Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
internet.
I really enjoyed watching. We see you, chat. We see you discussing movie news.
Yeah, we were
Covering
just
the-
watching.
We're already
Chat
talking
before this.
shit
I love
off
that.
camera.
I know.
Like, no,
I love
you're
that.
wrong.
Warms
Yeah.
my heart.
Who was the person that was talking? Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky,
Yeah.
yeah.
The trailer is being made for Warner Brothers superhero movies, which Erica, you mentioned, is a company called Trailer Park. They
Right?
actually
Over in
did-
Hollywood.
I think, like the rumor goes, or somewhere it was reported that they actually did come in and look at all the people.
Dang.
Dang.
Justin, 1977,
Wow.
subscribe
Is there-
Twitch Prime. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for the sub.
Guys.
Is this spicy?
No, it's
Whoa.
burnt. It's burnt.
Welcome
Zach
back to all
burnt
the
it.
resubs. Jay Walker's got 100 bits in there for
And
the Cineverse
speaking of
hype.
subs, apparently we are 33 subs away from.
No.
Now we're
Followers.
like
Followers.
30.
What?
So we're 30 followers away
Is it
from our goal.
subscribers or followers,
no,
guys?
subscribers. We're subscribers.
Is subscribers?
Subscribers, 33 subscribers away from 2,000.
Is
I
my
thought it
mic
was
on?
30.
20,000.
Zach, is it 30 followers away from 20,000 followers? Boom.
Yeah.
Followers.
30 subscribers away from 20,000 followers. So
When we hit them follows,
when we hit up to those 33 followers, actually,
Okay,
we're going to
I'm
be giving
completely
away
wrong.
5 Steam keys, everybody.
Very
So
nice.
if you want a chance to win those Steam keys, make sure you hit that follow button because there's some
Ooh.
great content coming out of his channel.
Yes.
And we got a good show coming up tonight.
Good
So-
evening, Wolverine. 6170 just subscribed 10 minutes in a row. Thank you
Yeah,
for
there you go.
resubscribing,
Boom,
Wolverine.
done.
Nicely done. You're the
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
there is at what you
So-
do.
Cliff 58 says, I don't want to go to bed. You shouldn't because we're here.
That's right.
Sure.
We are here. And who are we? Why, folks, I am Erica Ishii. Glad to be here this evening.
Very nice. That was a good cadence. This is like reporter cadence.
Yeah.
Why, thank you, Hector.
Welcome to CNN.
you must be a
Welcome
professional
to Cineverse tonight. As I shuffle some papers, I am talking about in tonight's movie news.
And my tiny little nipples went to France.
I'm Tits Mc.
I
I'm
was
Ron
gonna say
Burgundy.
Tits
I
McGee,
know
damn
you
it.
were.
Oh,
That's
you
from
took
the
it away from
movie.
me.
Who just subscribed? Who just subscribed? Who?
Follow.
Who? I thought
Thank
I
you
just
for
heard.
OMG_eel is
I
a
thought I
thumper in
just heard a
training.
reset.
31
Thank
followers
you.
from 20K. If you're not following, just go ahead and follow.
Sociology.
It costs you
Button, for real.
nothing.
Sociology Geek subscribed 4 months in a row. Thank
Nice,
you
nice,
very
nice.
much.
It's
Nice,
free,
nice.
and if you follow, you could
Yeah.
possibly win a Steam key.
Guest Star Wars.
We have
Wow.
5
Not only
people
that,
here, guys.
you get all the notifications
Those-
whenever Hyper goes live.
Yeah.
And there's so many shows. It's kind of
There's
crazy.
so much
great
good
stuff.
content.
There's
We're
great
slinging
stuff.
tent like crazy here.
All week
That's awesome.
long.
Claire 58 maybe Loopies. Well, so will we be, especially Adam because he's drinking a Moscow Mule. Don't tell his parents. Don't tell him.
Don't tell my mama.
So we have Dustin producing this show.
Yay, Dustin.
now.
And he's
He's
got
doing
like
an extra-
notes.
oh.
I just got coned by a dog.
Oh, Kaiju.
Kaiju Big Battle.
Kaiju.
It's so
Hey,
sad.
Kaiju.
Kaju's got a big
So we have
cone on
Dustin
his head.
producing this show now, and he's giving us notes and stuff, and this is fantastic.
Oh, thanks for following.
Yeah, thanks for the follow.
Noesis.
Noesis.
Noesis?
Yeah.
I love
so-
that dog. That dog's hilarious.
That dog's great.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't give a fuck. I got a cone. I'll do whatever I want.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Aw.
So to my right is
I'm Hector Navarro.
Hector Navarro, everybody.
And I'm Tits McGee. I mean, Augustine Rios.
And I'm Adam Hlavik. Welcome to the show.
Welcome
Welcome
to the show.
Uh,
No,
tonight
Good
we
Nation
have-
3000. My mom does not watch the show because she hasn't figured out how to use Twitch yet.
My mom
I
just
send her the link and
my
she's
mom-
like, but what do I do? And I'm like, you click it.
You're just
Big Horror subscribed
watch.
11 months in a row. My mom just figured out YouTube.
Thank
So Twitch is
you.
still a couple of years away. She just got YouTube
Oh.
videos like down.
Yeah.
She's like, she can search YouTube, look up videos.
Yeah.
It's great. We got some friends in the chat. I
My
think Miss
mom
Movies
a
is in the chat.
subscriber. Hi,
Oh, Miss
Mama.
Movies is
If
in the
you're
chat.
Of course.
watching. And then, hello, Miss Movies. Good
Hi.
to see you as always.
Miss Movies is having some wine.
Oh, that's very nice.
Pinot Noir by Decoy. Pinot Noir.
Hey, Hector, you and I are doing something fun on Friday.
What are we doing? We already did it.
It airs on Friday.
It airs on Friday.
Yeah.
We are doing something real fun.
So Hector and
magic.
I got paired up and we went back to the Schmodown.
I got so paranoid
On
that I had
Schmozno.
agreed to do another thing that I was like, God, I got to move something else around on my schedule.
My schedule cannot fit all this stuff.
Yeah. the
No, Hector and
Schmodown.
I went back and we did another round of the Schmodown. We played Team Collider Heroes. You will have to.
There it is.
oh. Thanks for the sub.
He's at 65.
My
really hard
eyes
to
are
read.
not so good.
So small, I can barely read it.
My eyes are not so good.
Thank you so much for joining the Thumper family.
Superhero news versus heroes.
Yes.
It's gonna be a good one.
It is going to be a good one.
I'm very excited
No
to
spoilers.
watch it.
It's going to be really fun.
We'll talk about it after.
Yeah, the last time you and I did the Schmodown,
Oh yeah.
the last question we got was who was the comedian who played the bad guy
bullshit.
in Judgment Night, and it was bullshit.
You guys familiar with the film Judgment Night?
Oh,
From 1993.
no, because
No.
I thought that movie didn't exist.
Yep,
Because I thought it was a trick question, just like you guys did.
That's exactly what I asked right
Not to be
afterwards.
mistaken for Judgment Day.
Yes.
Right.
Terminator
Judgment
2.
Night.
Two. Judgment
There
Night.
you go. Critter Nation 3000. Rigged.
Rigged.
100%.
Rigged. But
You
we
guys
have-
had that one in the bag.
Hey,
Oh, look
Oh,
at Zach.
Zach with the popcorn can.
Stupid.
That popping corn.
Scooping and pooping. Oops.
love it.
He's stealing. He's stealing.
That's fine, Brienne, but nobody else other than your husband knows about that movie.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody
No.
knows. And Cameron.
No.
Cameron knows about that movie.
And Graydon Smith and Zero Cipher, and now but apparently a bunch of people are like, yeah, I've seen that. I saw that
Yeah,
movie.
great soundtrack, says Rage Cash.
Y'all
A
have
little
Google.
bit of housekeeping tonight.
I'll
So
have
what
Google.
we're going to be doing tonight for a $20 donation, just to remind you guys, this channel runs off of donations from amazing people like you. So if you are so inclined to donate, tonight's donation of $20 will get you a text-to-speech your favorite movie quote.
So we want to hear what your favorite movie quote is. It can
Yes.
be from anything.
And we'll try to guess the movie.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh.
make
Oh,
it like
that's
obscure,
pretty
but
good.
like,
Yeah.
you know, if one of us knows the quote, then we'll, you know, if we all know it, great. But if none of us knows it, that's okay. You get to
Hector,
share
we
your
felt
favorite-
really confident
Yeah.
about movie quotes last week, didn't we?
I know. Oh,
Maybe
wait.
we did. Maybe we
Maybe
didn't.
we did or maybe we didn't.
Well, I was
Tune in on Friday to find out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, for that.
nice.
Yeah,
Great.
for that.
Great. Great.
And also
What
the
else?
$50
what does
donation.
$50 get you?
Tried and true classic. Pick your own trailer for $50.
It was
That's a lot of fun.
so much fun 2 weeks ago when
Yeah.
we watched all of those old sci-fi.
We had some
Oh, it
trailers.
continued last week too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We had
great.
some
That
zingers
was
in
super
there.
great. So I can't wait to see what other trailers
Yeah.
you pick for us.
What trailers you guys
And then
like?
we have something really fun tonight. We have a donation bar, a donation goal.
Oh, yeah.
So if we hit a $500 total, we're gonna get a Cameron rant.
What?
One of them famous Cam rants.
Look at all those bits.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Crash B.
Crash
Gaming.
be gaming.
Hey, real quick, can we cut to that? Can we cut to that?
Hit
Cam
him with the
cam.
cam.
Hit him with the cam
Cam Cam.
UC World.
Hey!
One. Oh, there's. Wait a minute.
Thank
Rant
you so
Cam.
much
Wait a minute.
for
What's going on
following.
here?
Cam. Rant,
Oh, wait.
That's the rant cam. That's
We got a subscriber. Thank you
Yeah, we
to
did.
I can't see.
World
Wait.
UC World 1001, I think.
Yeah,
Going by a little too
Wor-
quick.
Well, thank you so much for joining the Thumper
New
family.
UC World 001.
UC World 001. I apologize.
Yeah.
I hope you've got some great thoughts.
It's Panda.
Thanks, it's Panda.
$50.
Let's do the trailer for live animated, a documentary
Oh.
from last year.
Dude,
Oh,
I
yes.
haven't seen
Yes,
that
yes,
yet.
yes, I really
but
wanted to see that one.
when Abby and I were on a plane, she watched it and she thought it was great. And I was looking over every once in a while because my movie sucked, and I was like not hearing it, but looking over, and it looked like a really, really great documentary.
What was your
I think we
movie?
did see the trailer. I think I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows,
Why do you hate yourself
which
so
is
much?
one of the worst movies. Because I'm like, if I'm ever going to see this movie, it's going to be while it's free,
Right.
obviously,
Yeah.
like on a plane.
Yeah.
True.
And then here's a crazy thing. I don't know if I've told you this story yet, guys, but like halfway through the movie, well, first of all, I started to try to watch Central Intelligence, The Rock, Kevin
Oh,
Hart.
yeah. That one.
And I had to stop because I realized that they were editing it to take out all the cuss words for some
Right, so
reason.
it doesn't-
So it was like,
Also-
spoiler alert, I'm in the CIA. And then Kevin Hart goes, no, shoot. And I'm like, I can't watch this movie. It's not, I'm not saying it can't be.
It's
I'm not saying
weird.
you need cussing for it to be funny, but you can, it's like that's gutting what that movie
They
is.
also take out plane crashes.
So
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
What?
Turtles
Oh,
2,
I guess.
Oh!
Out of the
I guess.
Shadows. You know, because it's a fucking Michael Bay produced piece of shit movie
Sure.
and made by a bunch of people who the director didn't care about Ninja Turtles at all. Nobody cares about Ninja Turtles,
Well,
let's be honest.
there's a lot of-
Max
there's a-
Landis
We
goes on
care
rants
about Ninja
about
Turtles.
Superman, and he's like, you don't give a shit about Superman. I can, without a doubt, say you do not give a shit about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the way that people like us all do, the way that, you know, people that work on that cartoon show at Nickelodeon do. But they made this movie, and for no reason, of course, at one point the Turtles go to Brazil to get some artifact.
Brazil?
And then
Brazil.
later, like the artifact turns into the movie Pixels with Adam Sandler, and then they fight
Oh,
Krang.
no.
Like it's the worst. And Krang looks
Oh.
like the grossest, most awful video game character.
Why did? Okay.
Did you
I'm
just
gonna
say
stop
why?
asking- I'm
You
gonna
need to
ask
stop
a question. I'm gonna
asking
ask a
why.
question.
So when they go to
Okay.
Brazil and they're on the plane to get to Brazil, they have to like jump out of another plane to land on the plane that has like Bebop and Rocksteady on it.
2 secs.
Hey,
Uber Baldi.
You dirty rat. You killed my brother. You dirty rat. Ooh.
Beautiful.
That must be Splinter's favorite. What? It was a joke.
It was a joke.
Teenage Mutant
That
Ninja
was
Turtles, the
fantastic.
original classic,
Yep.
1990s.
You dirty rat.
You killed my brother.
That's so great.
That was
The plane crash. I didn't. I like.
Uber
here's-
Baldi knows this really well.
Here's the point of my story. They jump on this plane. They all, because they're like 12-foot tall turtles, which is stupid. Instead of being 5-foot little ninjas, they crash on this plane.
Creepy.
2 seconds, 20 bucks.
Beneath this mask there is more than flesh. Beneath this mask there is an idea, Mr. Creedy, and ideas are bulletproof.
Bulletproof. Oh, V for Vendetta.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite. Prospect
That's
Guard, you
great.
have such good taste.
I thought when it
love
started,
that
it was going to go,
film.
Nacho.
beneath this mask, there is a man. And beneath the man, there is his nucleus. I was gonna be like,
Nucleus?
Augustine, you got this one.
Yes.
You got this one.
That's really good.
They're fighting Bebop and Rocksteady inside of a plane. It felt like a Fast and Furious movie. And then like something happens and like a turtle or Rocksteady like looks at the camera like, uh-oh. And then it literally cut to they come out of a river. Because like the plane crashed,
What?
like they're on a plane and they're like, "Whoa, I'm in a
but they didn't wanna
tank,"
show
and that's
the
why Bebop
plane
and Rocksteady
crash,
were in a
right.
tank. But the movie was so terribly edited and badly shot that I honestly didn't notice for like a scene or two.
Yeah.
Because I'm just watching this mess of CG gray,
Right.
And like a scene or two later, when they're like in Brazil, coming out of this river, I'm like, wait, how do they get in the river?
I forgot.
When did they go
cut-
swimming?
They cut the plane crash, but it didn't make a difference. When you can take out an entire sequence and it doesn't hurt the continuous storytelling of your
Yeah,
film, you
yeah.
don't know how to have continuous storytelling
No,
in your movie.
No, you have a bad movie. It's
they
what we
were-
scientists call a
Yeah.
bad movie.
The whole movie felt like the first half an hour of Suicide Squad. I'll put it that way. Does that make sense? Yes, that's become the new insult for editing.
I saw the hate in Adam's eyes.
Yikes. I guess they don't take out helicopter
That was more constipated, but we'll
destruction
go with that.
Okay.
because I finally got to see Predator for the first time.
Oh, on a plane?
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Snap.
There's copious explosions and
good
they
one.
destroy a helicopter in that one.
Yeah.
That was really good. I also saw Dangerous Liaisons with Glenn Close, John Malkovich.
Nice.
And, very sexy movie.
On the
You-
plane?
I still haven't seen that.
What does that say about the new movies that are out right now? Did you just watch 2 old movies, old ass movies on a plane?
Yeah, there wasn't
They have an
really
old
anything
movie
that I wanted to
section,
see.
though.
They do. They have classics.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's great.
I really, and that's like what I want to catch up on classics because a lot of
Gotcha.
my friends don't necessarily want to sit around and watch classics with me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Might as well
super
do it on a plane.
fun. Yeah, and also to have and have not, which is a it's a.
Where did
old-
you fly?
it's a-
I know.
New
There and
York.
back again?
Yeah, New
Okay.
Oh,
York.
okay.
There and back again.
Great,
Yeah.
great.
There and back again.
Cool. This is
An
cool.
adventure story.
I've been watching a lot more movies. I saw Patriots Day. I really like that.
Great.
I started Green Room. I haven't finished Green Room. I really like Green Room so far.
R.I.P. Anton Yelchin.
Yeah. And then I think we talked last week. I watched Manchester Moonlight. Cried my eyes out. It was a good time for movies.
Cool. Yeah, there's some good ones out right now.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of those, so I need to catch up on them.
By the way,
Wink,
Dangerous,
wink.
Dangerous Liaisons.
You still have a
is-
bunch of my movies that you have not returned to
Oh
me.
yeah, that's right, huh? I
Dangerous
have them.
Liaisons is based on the play, and Cruel Intentions is based on that as well. So it was weird having seen Cruel Intentions and then being like, oh,
funny.
okay, so Uma Thurman is Selma Blair.
That's like when kids learn what is it? Is it Macbeth or Hamlet? When they're like, "This is the Lion King." It's what is it? It's Macbeth. Thank you. It's Macbeth. Yeah.
No, it's Hamlet.
It's Hamlet.
It's Hamlet. It's
yeah.
totally Hamlet.
Yeah.
Whoa. Here we go, another 20.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
I don't know love. I was built to protect, not to love. Quote.
Ooh.
Ooh, I don't
Lilo
know.
Dallas
$20 from Megalo
Multipass.
Blazemon.
The Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element.
Really?
You got
That's
it.
it?
I don't know
Nicely
that.
done.
I'm
Pretty
Adam.
sure.
Nicely done. Okay.
Megal Blazemon, tell us if we're
said
wrong.
Oh,
said
that,
that?
that,
Who said
sounds,
that?
that
I
sounds
don't
right.
know
That
love.
sounds
Who
right.
knows?
Was
Oh,
it?
she
Is
said
it Bicentennial Man?
It sounds like a robot. Something a
Yeah.
robot would say, right?
Yeah.
But
Terminator 2?
Oh,
No.
we lost chat on the left side.
we lost chat on one
on
TV.
the-
Adam is correct.
Adam
You
is
got it.
correct. There you go.
Nicely
Lilo
done.
Dallas
Good.
Multipass.
Come
in, Dallas.
Having papers just makes you want to do this.
Having paper. I know, right? Me
It's
too.
just like, I
Do you
just
guys
wanna
see that?
keep shuffling them.
That GIF that's going around of Chris Tucker's character in Fifth Element, but instead of his dialogue in the movie, it's about the Nintendo Switch. It's like, oh, you Nintendo fans, we got the new game system, we got the new console, we got this, we got that. Are you excited? And it's like Bruce Willis' character. He's like, well, yeah, I guess so. All right, we're coming out. Like that's the joke.
Nintendo Switch memes have been so dank.
They're great. They're great. Yeah, they've been.
You guys
some
gonna get that thing?
dank ass memes. Yeah, I am.
Oh yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about my death
Yeah.
lately and how sad it is that at one point I won't exist anymore.
Oh yeah, he talked about that while we were camping.
I did.
No.
I've been thinking a lot about it and how I won't care, but I'm also incredibly sad that like it's going to be, this life right now is just a incredibly fast and instantaneous flash of existence in between, sandwiched by nothingness. But at the same time, I'm really looking forward to that Nintendo Switch, y'all. I can't wait to get it. I'm gonna get that Nintendo
If
Switch.
you could just wait to die until after the show's
Yeah.
over, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
sure. No time soon. I got years, but if you think about it,
That
it's only
belongs in,
years.
like nihilist gamer memes or something.
What, the Nintendo Switch thing?
Yeah, you know,
I really am.
Hector, endorsed
Sure.
by Hector Navarro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I've been thinking a lot about
Nihilist-
death and about
nihilist
how
gamer.
it's just a bunch of nothingness sandwiched between life
Yeah.
and birth. But man, I'm looking forward to that Nintendo Switch.
Quote.
And
End
like
quote.
over a really a nice picture
Yeah.
of the,
I'm
you
keeping
know, the
I'm keeping it
system.
real. That's
that's
make
good.
it special, man.
That's
This is
right.
all we got, guys. There's no do-overs. Make it special. Do what you want.
If that's what
Yeah.
makes you
You do
happy,
you,
Hector,
boo-boo.
And what I
That's what
want to
makes
do
you
is play Nintendo Switch.
there you go.
That's great. This existential crisis brought to you by Nintendo.
Thank you.
Sponsored
Thank you.
by Nintendo.
They teach that in Psych 101. Nintendo Switch? Cool.
New Nintendo spokesman right here. That's
Guys, what
right.
are we doing today for the rest of our show? We got all these
Yes.
great
We got
things.
We're
news.
gonna hang out
People can
and
get.
talk.
It's so
and-
hard to read. I can't tell if that said the RCX,
It's a little
but
small.
thank you for following.
Thank you
Yes.
for
Thank
following.
you.
By the way, if you guys are
subscribing.
just joining, we're a couple, like 30 some odd followers away. If you follow and we hit our 30 follower goal, we'll be giving away 5 Steam keys.
Damn.
We're gonna hit 20,000 followers.
Yes.
Right?
20,000.
20,000. I think
20,000.
20,000 followers.
20.
I think that's
Yeah.
what it was. But
Yeah.
we need like 30 more.
It's over 20,000.
No, I always play Luigi. Man, I love getting to that edge with Luigi. That's just that, oh, what is life? They see me rolling.
All right, Hector, before you get too deep for us, let's start the
do it.
news, buddy.
Okay.
Are you
let's
first
talk
or
about
who's
news.
first?
No.
I'm
Erica is.
first.
Erica's first.
I'm very intrigued by this story.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to get everybody's take on this because this is something very relevant to all of us. So Woody Harrelson is shooting a live feature film
Thank you,
in
Nasser.
London on Friday, in the early hours in the morning on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
For us, it's Thursday evening, I believe. But he's going to be shooting a film called Live from London. Live from London.
Trapped in London or live from London?
Or Lost in London. Lost in London.
Lost in London, yeah,
Lost
yeah,
in
yeah.
London. Supposedly based on real life experiences that he's had of an awful night in London, and it's going to be broadcast live in movie theaters. You can buy tickets through Fathom Events. And he says it's like a ton of work producing it. Whoa! Jeez, that's terrifying.
Has anybody got a dime? Somebody's gotta go back and get a shitload of dimes.
What?
That sounds like
What?
something out of like
What
a
is
Goonies
that?
Thank you
or
so
something.
much for
Tarantino.
the
That's not-
donation
It
for
sounds
the
like
tips.
Tarantino to me. Oh,
Does
that's
it be
a
Reservoir
Tarantino.
Dogs?
Anybody got a dime? Someone's gonna go back and get a shitload of dimes? I don't know. It sounds like
I don't
a
know this one.
Tarantino
No,
line
I
of
know,
dialogue.
yeah.
I don't know
Right.
this one.
But maybe I'm putting it in my head. I don't know.
Shitload of dimes. Shitload of dimes.
Blazing
Saddles?
Saddles?
Blazing Saddles?
Oh.
Clerks? Blazing. Everybody's saying Blazing
See,
Saddles.
it sounds like a Clerks.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I know, but I've
I've only
seen
seen
Blazing
Blazing
Saddles.
We
I
know
don't have it
Blazing
memorized.
Saddles. I don't remember every single line of dialogue.
Alienator, I guarantee you it's a generational thing. It is
Yeah,
rare for people
probably.
our age to have every line of dialogue.
For Blazing
Hey,
Saddles.
get out
from
of here!
memorized.
Taliesin's in the chat going, easy.
From
Get
cl-
out of here.
from
or
classic-
either that or come here and say that to our faces.
Listen, I'll give you, I know basically any line from. Thank you. Well,
Walkerus?
For
Walkerus,
subscribing.
thanks
Thank
for
you
the-
so much.
Thank you. Oh, awesome. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah,
for joining
that
the
was
Thumb
a sub.
Family.
Thank you very
you.
much.
Comedies that came out for me are like Anchorman, Hot Rod, Hangover, Austin Powers, Dumb and Dumber. Those are the movies
You mean the
that
movies that were out when
I'm
you
not-
grew up?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not saying they're better than
Hold
Blazing
on,
Saddles.
Hold on.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Tee hee hee.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Where it gets me.
Is this-
on my feet,
is this
reality
Blade
ahead
Runner?
of me. Do I see it coming? Do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a
Oh,
beat with Ellen
it's
Melody?
Hamilton.
See, I never thought I'd live past
I don't know what
20,
it is.
Where I come from.
Hamilton.
Nobody
half the
parties
money.
but me.
What is that?
Nobody
parties
parties
but me.
I don't know that one.
Come on.
But whoever donated
Come
for
on.
Hamilton, yeah, that's.
You don't
great.
know that
I
one,
love
Erica?
Hamilton.
Oh, Erica hasn't
Hamilton.
seen that movie.
You haven't seen Hot Rod?
Nobody parties but me. I have not.
Mm.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
too bad. Hot Rod.
Yeah.
One of the
That's a good
greatest
one.
comedies
and
ever
guess
made.
who it was donated by?
Do I
Lucas.
wanna do I let it
Nobody
be?
parties
Is
but
it
me.
like a-
Was that Lucas?
Yeah.
Nice.
Favorite movie in the whole wide world.
Hi, I'm Lucas, and I like to party.
Nah, Lucas
But I'm just
hates-
saying the comedies that
Lucas
come
hates
out
Hot Rod.
when you're in your formative years that come out at that time, you'll learn every line out.
I mean,
Yeah, of
and there's
course.
still some older films, like even
course.
from that same era, like
Of
Willy
course.
Wonka. I would say I know all
Sure.
the words to.
Sure. But you are a film geek. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Film geeks and comedy nerds especially will go. They'll be the ones that go back and like memorize every line of Blazing Saddles
Sure,
and
sure.
Young Frankenstein and stuff. But here we go.
Nope. That was
Jay-
just a sub.
Oh,
Nectar.
just a sub. I mean, it's a sub. Thank you
All
so
right.
much, Jade
Jay Braman?
Braman.
Wait, we're off topic,
Thank
guys. We
you.
were talking about
Right, we're talking about Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson. So Woody
Yes.
Harrelson, and starring in it are his buddies Willie Nelson and Owen Wilson.
Hold. Nope, just a subscriber.
Just a subscriber.
Adam, you
No.
got to help us out. You're closest to
We
the
can't-
TV screen.
I want to say that says JLA Forever, but I could be
JLA
wrong.
Forever.
Hey, thank you so much for subscribing.
Oh,
Welcome to the
JB
Summer Family.
Jay Bram,
JLA Forever.
and JLA Forever.
Justice
Executive
League of
Dot
America,
says,
baby.
There we
Real
go.
genius. Every line. Ah.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Dang. All right, here we
there
go.
it is.
You don't
Losers.
know how hard it is being a man looking at a woman looking the way you do.
Oh, that sounds
Who
so
framed,
Lucifer
Who Framed Roger
753.
Rabbit?
Yeah,
It might be.
it's got to be
really?
Who
Who
Framed
Framed Roger Rabbit, or it's another film noir that it is based
That's
on.
great.
I'm
That's such a
guessing.
great line.
I was
Yeah.
thinking Pretty Woman, but that's probably not
I was
correct.
thinking
No,
Pretty Woman
she
too.
goes. You don't know how hard it is being a woman looking the way that I do.
And then
Oh,
is it?
yeah, I
And
think
then
you're
he
right.
says,
Right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
guess.
yeah,
Wait, I think
Yeah.
no, it is
Yeah,
Roger
got
Rabbit.
it. Lisa for 753. Thank you so much for contributing. I love it. Yeah, that's another one that I love.
Who's that son of a bitch?
Hey, it's
Roger
Cameron.
Rabbit. Hey,
Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Cam.
Trouble is a brewing in the back, folks.
Cam, how was that?
Yeah.
Hold on, 25
How was
bucks.
that LA traffic?
Hold on.
Here is one.
We keep you alive to serve this ship, row well and live.
A movie about slavery.
Yeah.
Roll well and live.
It's either Amistad or Master and Commander or
Nah, I'm thinking maybe like
Troy.
Like, yeah, I'm thinking like a sword and sandal epic, like Ben Hur. Is it Ben Hur? Maybe.
don't know. That's a good one. I'm gonna say
Ben Hur.
Ben Hur.
Ben Hur.
That's
Old
right.
school.
Spartacus?
Old school.
Yeah, no, Spartacus.
Nice.
Spartacus.
Not
Troy.
Spartacus.
It's
not
Ben-Hur.
Spartacus. I'm
Les
thinking
Mis. Ben Hur.
I'm thinking it's Ben Hur, not Spartacus. Because Spartacus.
Uber
he
Baldi
doesn't
says Ben
become a
Hur, so
galley-
I'm gonna go with Ben
He
Hur.
does not become a galley slave in Spartacus, so I'm guessing Ben Hur. Yep. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
It's Star
Star
Trek
Trek
2.
2.
It's Star Trek 2. I'm
Star
pretty
Trek
sure it's
2.
Star Trek 2.
rants are on in the rice
Okay.
cooker.
Okay. the
Uh,
rice cooker.
remind you guys-
The
That's
rice cooker.
That's the rice
Yo,
cooker.
can we
Marco.
rename that thing the Cam Cam?
Cam Cam.
Cam
I feel like
Cam
it just needs to be called the Cam Cam.
or
Cam
the
Cam?
rice cooker?
The rice cooker.
Can you do the cam cam?
If we get to 500 donations, guys, we will cut to a Cam rant, and he will rant about something movie related. Something.
So
Cam,
God
do you have
help
some-
us.
Do you have
know
something
he's
lined
got
up,
them rants built up.
or do you just want to hear what we're going to talk about, and then you can pocket a rant? What are you thinking, Cameron? It's either you've already got something in your pocket that you want to rant about, or it'll be based off of what something we're talking about tonight.
Listen, I always got something pocketed, but there's chances someone's going to say something in the chat that's going to steam me up.
Okay,
real
great.
bad.
Okay.
Steam me up like a big old moist turd.
Great. Woo! Gross.
Baby.
Okay, so who's
All
in
right,
this
so
movie?
back to the giant
All right,
orange
back-
face behind
Willie
us.
Nelson. Now, I think
Oh,
it
Man,
looks
it's stay out
a
of the
bit better
sun.
on their screen. That's just
Right,
it's
great.
just a
That's
little.
a lot better. So essentially, the set is going to be the streets of London. He's going to be going through it, and they're shooting a whole film, and it's going to be simulcast live, streamed in theaters. You can buy tickets through Fathom Events. Is anybody going to actually watch this?
I'm really curious about it.
Is it going to
yeah.
be good? And
I don't know.
Also, I is this something that we're looking for in the live streaming format narrative?
Well, to answer your first question, so about 5 years ago in San Diego, a friend of ours who's an actress, she was an actress in a film that was not live streamed because I think the live streaming thing was a little bit too ahead of its time back then.
Yeah.
All right.
wait.
I'll wait.
Hey, thanks, Mel.
Look down, don't look em in the eye. Look down. You're here
Look
until you
down,
die.
look down, don't look 'em in the eye. Look down, look
Was that
down, you're here until you die. The strong, the sun is strong.
Is that Hamilton again?
It's hot as hell below.
No. Wait.
I don't remember what I was on, but you'll probably hate my 1974 trailer for Dark Star.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
we-
Thank
again?
you, John
Did we see that?
underscore
Did we see that?
We
Carpenter.
might have seen Dark Star.
That's
Well,
great, but
I
that's
guess we're
hilarious
gonna
that
watch
John
it again.
Watching it again.
Carpenter. It's from Les Mis.
Oh, Les Mis. Okay.
If you get me started on that one, I will sing it through the entire
Oh, man.
musical.
Nope. We got stuff to talk about, Erica. You're still on your topic.
Look down, there's 20 years to go. Oh, God.
Okay, Adam, you were saying that you have an actress friend in San Diego.
Yes.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was talking. I forgot. I lost track of what was happening. So I have an actress friend in San Diego who was in a movie that was actually all shot. It's a 90-minute movie, all shot in one take. So even though it wasn't live,
Right.
it was basically done like a play, and they went to multiple locations. They had costume changes. It was a little bit. It was similar to Clue, kind of like a whodunit.
Mm-hmm.
And the actor who's my friend, she actually ended up being the person who committed the crimes, and she had to go and actually go through pretty extensive makeup, like while they were filming the movie. So it was really it was a little boring, just a little bit, because I think it's hard to keep that pacing and that intensity up.
Right.
Thank you, Lee, for subscribing.
Ah.
Thank you.
So I think it's a little hard to keep that intensity up because when you're moving from location to location, you're moving in real time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, it feels a little dragged out, but it was really interesting to see them pull it off where you started in one location, moved to a second, went inside of vehicles, went out of vehicles.
Let me ask a real question.
Yeah.
And no offense to your friend, this is not a fake question, Cameron. This is a real question. I hope that's what your rant is about, is semantics. Let me ask a real question, Adam. Real one.
Be real, son.
It was the novelty of the project more interesting than the actual story itself, or was like the movie good? Do you know what I'm getting at? Like,
Aside from the pacing,
Was it gimmicky?
Right.
Was
Yeah,
it just gimmicky?
aside from the pacing, I thought it was done. It was done well. I think with a little bit more time and prep. I think they could have tightened it up a little bit to make it a little more streamlined, make it flow a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it was just interesting to see how they made camera choices too, because they really had to utilize the entire set. So you didn't. It wasn't. You didn't have the opportunity to really like cut from camera to camera. It was one camera doing the work of
continuous
what like
shot.
2-3 cameras would usually do on a conventional film.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see how it was really built. The movie itself, it's. I think they purposely went with a simplified story because I think if they would have tried to overcomplicate the story too much, maybe it would have been a lot more difficult to do.
yeah.
So while the story itself, it's a murder mystery.
I got a question, Augustine. Do you think this Woody Harrelson thing could be good? Like, could be a good movie, or is it just
I think
the novelty
it
of it?
could be okay, but the amount of work that's going to go into it and the amount I know this is a small operation here at a Hyper RPG, but the amount of things that go into live streaming is extremely tough.
Yeah.
So if you think about what they're going to have to do, they're going to have a unit on Woody, a unit on all the other characters that they're going to have around, and then these things are going to have to coincide. Then they're going to have to stream online somehow,
Like to movie
Right.
theaters.
get everybody
question
streaming on one thing. It's
is,
going to be tough.
What is the benefit of having it be live? Is
I
it
think-
just
I
because
think it's the novelty.
Because I think he really he loves theater. So I think the idea is that they're merging theater and film.
Right.
But is there really a point to it?
No.
Especially if it's not the live nature of it isn't really affecting it.
I don't know if maybe there isn't a point to it, but I at least, because he talks about when the trailer for the project, he talks about how a lot of his actor friends, he's like, I've been doing this for decades in the industry, and everyone that I pitch this to, they said, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy. And usually when people tell you that,
Uh-oh, hold on, $20.
What?
Oh, wait.
there you go.
For the herd,
For the herd,
61.
One day there won't be
81.
room for naughty men like us to slip about at all. This job goes south, there may not be another. So here is us on the raggedy edge. Don't push me, and I won't push you. Dong Lama.
That's a head scratcher.
Great quote.
That's
Great
a head
quote.
Sounds so
scratcher.
familiar.
Sounds
I
like-
feel like I've just seen that.
Is it like The Magnificent Seven or something? Like it sounds like an old one. Cam, do you have any idea what that movie could be a quote from?
Whoa, you stumped Cameron.
Wow.
The robot voice is pretty robotic.
I'm trying to like
Yeah.
push that out too. I'm trying to like
don't-
Fire
I don't know.
Serenity?
Serenity.
Serenity.
Oh, nice.
Oh, right.
Very nice.
It's been a little while since I've seen
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen
I
that
have a
movie
confession.
once.
I've never seen
Been
Serenity.
a minute.
I saw it once and I didn't like
Yeah.
I worked in the theater when it came out, and it visually didn't intrigue me, but I didn't know any of the backstory.
Did you see
of it.
Firefly?
I've seen, I think, 4 episodes.
I think a lot of people saw the movie before they saw the show.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I
that's
can
probably
it. Yeah,
true.
I think so. I saw the movie before I saw the show and I didn't get it. Then I tried watching the show and I still don't understand.
Fun fact: Joe Starr of Screen Junkies spoiled the big character moment in that movie for me.
Oh.
I cried in a comic book shop parking lot.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
Yeah,
That
Joe, you heard me.
Joe Star. Sounds like a fucking asshole. That Joe Star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Making girls cry.
yeah.
In comic book
Everybody-
parking lots, that is a sacred space.
Everybody was
How
real
dare
nice
you,
about
Joe
it.
Star?
But
You
we
are not the real
wrote a
MVP
sketch
today.
about it. It was real funny. But
Aw. Look at
yeah.
what Nacer224 says. Nasser, let me know if we're pronouncing that right. Believe it or not, we are now settling in our basement watching you guys on this huge screen, eating popcorn, and enjoying your show.
Oh,
Middle Eastern Geeky Love. We love you guys.
Nice. Thank you.
Middle Eastern Geeky Love.
Thank you.
Hype that shit up. That's
If
dope.
you can
I like
help
that.
with the phonetic pronunciation of your screen name, we'd love to get it right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So glad you're watching it.
Yeah, it's good.
Uh,
Thanks for the watching.
Dustin, question for you. Are we accepting ideas for cam rants in the chats? Or are we just... He already had... Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
If people want to hear me rant fakefully about like, oh, the Matrix 3 is the best one, I'll do that shit. We have that game in 101.
Can you see the chat from where you're at, Cam?
Got a little blur. I need new glasses, but yeah.
I can use your prescription, but not
Everybody
bad.
But you know,
Glasses.
it's cool. I make it work.
So is this chat room? I want you to weigh in on this as well. Is this
Yeah.
something that you're interested in seeing, like a live film? Is it the novelty of it? Does that excite you? If it was a movie that you would be interested in seeing anyway,
That's a great
would
question.
you prefer that, or are you interested in seeing what this could be all about? Especially since you're so accustomed to live streaming
Yeah.
entertainment.
Especially, I think especially our audience because
Yeah.
how much live content you guys consume. Do you think you'd be interested? Yeah, like, do you think you'd be interested in this? Is this?
I-
do you
No,
like? Do you like?
everybody says no.
Wow.
Nah.
Interesting. Vote 3.
Wow.
I think that I'm going to be curious to see when this is all said and done. Like, I don't think I'm going to go to a movie theater and watch it live. Thank you for following so
Oh,
much.
there's a follow.
Super 390.
Thank you. But like, just like horror movies that I know have notoriously small budgets, I'll check them out afterwards. And even if it's not the greatest movie, you have to remember the context and be like, oh, well, they made it on $1 million budget and they shot it in a room. Like that. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. That's how that's the making of this movie. So I wonder if this is going to play on DVD later, where you just watch this like hour and a half movie of Woody Harrelson running around London, and you're like, "What is
Right.
this? This is kind of weird.
Right.
This feels weird."
Yeah.
And then you have to know, oh, this was live. They shot it
Right,
live, and
and
maybe there'll be
I'm
one
sure there'll
moment
be-
of spontaneous somebody like Woody, like in the street.
Yeah.
Oh, Woody Harrelson.
Hey, it's Woody Allison.
We're gonna know this one.
I am Vince Clortho, Keymaster of Gozer. Volgas Zildrahor, Lord of the Sibulia. Are you the gatekeeper?
Classic Gremlins. Classic Gremlins quote, you guys. Great.
Wait, what?
Classic. Sorry, Gremlins 2. Gremlins 2.
Gremlins too.
Yeah. Best Christmas movie.
Of course, it's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of corsets.
Ooh, what's that?
No more sex for me, another prude, son. Let's raise another toast
Hamilton.
to the revolution. Well, if it isn't the... I'm sorry. I will stop.
Wine and Chip says, why go to a theater when I can sit at home and watch something more interesting to me while knitting? Sure.
Boom.
But that's
Done.
also the argument of why go see live theater when I can sit at home and just hit something, play on my Apple TV. It's like,
luck
well,
with that.
live theater is... What's that? Why do anything when... Yeah, you guys can hear Cameron. Yeah, why do anything when you can just sit at home, lock yourself in? What's the word for that, Erica?
Hikikomori.
Why do anything when you can just hikikomori at home all
Yeah,
day?
hikikomori.
Just
All night.
bake
All
real
night long.
hard and just be comfortable and have food ordered
Eric
to you.
said, I'll
And
keep donating for Hamilton. I will sing more.
here we go.
I don't feel I need to explain my art to you, Warren.
I don't feel I need to explain my art to you, Warren. Oh, what? is that?
What is it?
I need to explain my art to you, Warren. What? Don't tell me, chat. I'm
Warren,
gonna look at the
Warren.
chat.
Don't look at the chat. I'll look at the chat because I have no idea. What
it's an
I
ironic-
would have
Think
no
of
idea.
what characters' names are.
It's an
Warren.
ironic quote. It's probably
Yeah,
something
no.
from like a Christopher Guest movie. It's probably like not This Is Spinal Tap, but maybe it's like Best in Show or something. And
Yeah.
a character I don't.
Empire Records.
Great.
I don't know that one. I don't know that one at all.
It's not
Don't,
Zoolander. But
yeah.
see, that's what I thought it would be. Zoolander.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't need to explain my art to you. Yeah. See, that sounds funny. Empire Records. Nice. Liv Tyler. Never seen it. Cool.
Okay.
I've never seen that one.
It's a very 90s film. I've been meaning to see it.
Did we
People
get like
love
an
it.
answer from the chat about the Woody Harrelson movie?
I think. Well, I don't know if there
People
was a poll.
seemed overwhelmingly disinterested.
That's
Yeah.
a bummer. That's so bad.
It seems like a novel idea, but to me, it seems just kind of like theater.
What's like? Why are people right? But
I
it's
mean,
like.
and they do live broadcasts of theater
but
shows
that's
or
not the same.
operas.
That's not
and
the
the
same.
idea
No, yeah.
is that this is going to be like orchestrated to be specifically
Right.
a film, and they're going to change locations.
So
and
there's
It's on Thursday, right? The 19th. I think it's
Thursday
maybe.
evening. Yeah.
Friday.
Oh,
Well,
Friday?
Friday for them, so I think it might be
Yeah.
Thursday night for us.
Yeah, it'll be
It's
Thursday night
playing.
for us.
It's playing at the Burbank 16. I looked.
Okay.
I might go.
check it out,
I
dude.
might go, but I might go to see
What
like.
if it's a train wreck?
That's the thing. I want to go see for like the technical side
What
of
if
it. Like,
they
Exactly.
just lose it?
Here's
They just
the
lose the
question.
stream.
Would you be at all interested in seeing? We'll do this first.
I took Gotham's
Trailer.
White Knight
Dan
and
Pickle.
I
took
brought him
Gotham's
down
White
our
Knight and
level.
I brought him down to our level.
No, I like Adam's
It
better.
wasn't
Yeah.
hard.
You see,
madness, as you know, is like gravity.
All it takes is a little push.
Nice. Batman Forever. Great movie. Great movie.
Hector.
I'm pulling them up as they ask for them.
Here we
I
go.
love it. Thank you. That was a good one.
You mean you busted out of jail? No, ma'am. We released ourselves on our own recognizance. What Evel here is trying to say is that we felt that the institution no longer had anything to offer us.
Guessing,
Raising Arizona?
oh brother, where art thou?
Or Brother, Where Art Thou? Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I
I'm
love
guess.
that
That's my
movie.
guess. That's my
Yeah,
guess.
it's got to be that.
Yeah.
Ogreman 97, get
Great
the hell out of
soundtrack.
here.
What?
I said that. That was a
Great.
joke.
Oh, you said Batman Forever?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Great
Was it- is it
soundtrack
Raising
for Oh Brother,
Arizona?
Where Art Thou? If that's what that was.
Both of them are John
Oh, is it?
Goodman.
Is it Raising Arizona?
Is it Raising Arizona?
I think.
Raising
Okay,
Arizona?
Raising
I've never
Arizona.
seen Raising
Okay. I got it
Arizona.
Nice.
Nice. Pretty good, Cal Toro.
All right.
All right.
Good.
But my question is would you be interested in seeing narrative in a live streaming format? Like we were talking about Alice.
I think-
Yes.
Dustin and Lucas did.
So I have a.
I think RPGs are already a narrative in a
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's an interesting way to tell the story.
Yeah, Woody. Suck a duck, Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson.
Call me if you need some
So I,
RPG. What
Yeah.
I was shopping around ideas with two of my buddies in San Diego on Sunday, and we were talking about possibly doing some sort of live stream. I know Cameron and I talked about it too. Kind of doing like a film school where like the audience could be a participant in the making of a movie or making of a short film, where we would like the idea would be we would produce 3 concept trailers, and then you guys would be a part of the movie making process. You would help us potentially cast it. You would help us kind of maybe develop parts of the story, and then based on whichever one you like the most, we would then continue telling that story. So I think maybe there could maybe
That's
be
interesting.
more of an audience in that.
Almost like a Project Greenlight, but take it to the next
Exactly, because then I feel like the audience is actually a part of it,
Right.
a
Yeah.
lot more in
I could
depth
see
than
that.
just like watching something live.
I
that.
think a level of interactivity or a sense of community at least is what would bring that to the next level. And
Yeah.
a lot of people in chat are saying that they also would be interested, but not in this one. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Really
Yeah.
interesting though.
Maybe this is just too early on for a format like this.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Sure.
I
maybe
think you
live
gotta make
streaming
baby
has to get
steps.
better. Yeah, live streaming has to get better to where possibly a situation like this could do maybe that kind of production,
Mm-hmm.
maybe with 2 units and
Yeah.
see how that works.
I mean, they could do it with a big enough budget. They could
right,
absolutely
exactly.
do it.
With a big enough budget, but at the same time, I don't know if the technology that they're currently using is all there to make it go. Because I could just see this like connection cuts out, done.
yeah, exactly.
You're done.
You're done.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So it could be a train
If you're in the
wreck.
middle of London, what the hell do you do?
Yeah, exactly. What do you do for the sub if there's a subway scene?
What if a crazy person?
I feel like they would have planned for it to be raining, and if it's not raining, maybe that's where the problems could be.
Very likely it could be raining.
It's London.
Again, that's kind of why I'm intrigued to possibly go
Right.
see it, to just see like what happens.
Yeah.
You're Woody Harrelson. Oh, come here. You're Woody. I'm on the movie screen.
I
I'm
love
on
this
the
guy.
movie.
Zombieland. I
Get
want a
outta here,
Twinkie.
man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Britain is Vinnie Jones.
I get it. Oi, I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Oi! Oi! I'm sorry, you're gonna hear all down the street. All right, Adam, what do you got for us today, buddy?
Hold that thought.
Hey,
Ooh,
a
tricky one.
What do you think of farmers? You think they're saints. Ha, they're foxy beasts. They say, we've got no rice. We've
Seven
no
Samurai.
wheat. We've got nothing. But they have. They have everything. Dig under the floors. Or search the barns. You'll find plenty.
Seven Samurai.
The Seven Samurai, nice. Okay.
Good job, Eric.
Yep.
I would have
Yep.
guessed
That was good. Love that one.
Inglorious Bastards. Maybe I would have guessed that.
Nah.
Because it's somebody yelling about farmers saying, search the farm. They
Yeah,
search
but rice
the farm.
though.
Search, yeah, but I'm thinking
Not a lot of
I'm
rice
Uber
going in
gave
the
you
German
points
countryside.
for that one.
Yeah,
thinking they're
thank
looking for.
you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why do you think I'm Samurai Erica? It's good Seven Samurai.
Oh.
I was obsessed with that when I was younger. As a teenager.
Oh, wait, we got another one.
New one.
Thanks, guys.
Now you fellas have said some pretty mean things.
Some of
Which were true under that fiend, Boss Grissom. He was a thief and a terrorist. On the other hand, he had a tremendous singing voice.
Is that Jack?
That's Jack.
Nice. The movie Jack starring Robin Williams. Ooh.
Oh,
I shall leave you as you left me, as you left her.
Marooned
Marooned for all eternity in the center of a dead planet, buried alive. Buried alive. Exclamation mark. KKK.
That was Dustin.
Oh my god.
Boom.
That was amazing.
Because Cinderar made that donation.
Yeah?
That's right.
Yeah.
Cam rant.
Cameron, did you just make?
Did I win?
Oh, you
Did I win?
we did.
That was
we did
Dustin. We did it. We got to
Cam,
$500. This is your shining moment, Cameron.
Cam rant.
Switch to the cam.
Which camera am I looking at?
The one that's pointed at you.
This one right here, buddy.
Hey man, how's that new prescription treating you?
Sweet deal.
Oh my
Sweet
god,
deal.
the rant cam. This is amazing. You guys are so great.
Rant Cam. That's funny.
So yesterday I went and saw Live by Night. It was it was a real fucking turd. But let me tell you something. I gave it a 2 out of 5 because it's a gorgeous movie. The number of people who came to me and said, "Sure, it's not The Godfather, but it's that bad." I don't know what the judgment scale of film has to be the most perfect movie ever made, and apparently a 1. There's movies in between there. Some are good, some are bad. And some of them I have good reasoning for. But no one wants to hear the reasoning. All anyone wants to do is put something into a filter of good or bad. Movies no longer are allowed to have nuance, and it makes it real shitty. And as a professional film reviewer, it makes it real hard. All anyone wants to talk about is plot points, as if plot is the only thing that fucking matters in film anymore. Here's the plot of The Godfather. The Don has an assassination attempt on him. His oldest son gets killed. His youngest son now has to take over the family. I just told you the plot of The Godfather, and it took me 5 seconds, but it's the most important thing, apparently, to everyone now in cinema. I blame television, and frankly, I blame the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, shit.
Because now all anyone cares about is how the things connect,
Hector.
and what's the twist ending, and what's the surprise. Nobody wants to talk about character, shot composition, what a film is trying to say, theme, things that movies used to be about. Instead, it's all about plot points, and is it as good as The Godfather? You're ruining cinema. People who say such things, good night.
All right, let's put that bar at the bottom of the screen again. Let's get another rant
Load
cam.
that shit up.
Let's
Let's go.
I need another rant tonight. Oh my god.
Damn, that started
That's gonna
with
get me through
Don't
the
worry,
week.
I got some.
that started with Live by Night is bad to the Marvel Cinematic Universe is ruining
That
cinema.
was a
I love
personal
it.
attack
No,
on Hector.
You heard him, everybody.
Not that Marvel's ruining cinema. people who don't know how to talk about cinema and only know how to talk about Marvel
movies.
are ruining cinema.
God damn it,
my
that was my
God.
favorite thing all night.
Thank you for the
Thank
cam
you
rant,
for that
Cam.
cam rant.
Thank you for the rant cam on the rant cam.
Thank you for
Cam.
the cam rant on the rant cam.
And that has been Cameron Rice's
rant cam. No.
rice cooker.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, right. The poison. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison?
My spinach puffs!
Wait, what is that from?
The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh.
Nice.
That's
My
probably,
spinach puffs.
that's probably one of my favorite lines of any movie ever.
Patrick
great.
Warburton's so fantastic. I started watching Series of Unfortunate Events. And it's like,
Oh, Warburton's in that?
yeah, it's
He's
pretty
the
much
best.
he's Lemony Snicket, and it's pretty much what I want it to be. The pacing seems like it's going to be a little off, just because they're like drawing it out. But like it's exactly what I wanted a Series of Unfortunate Events to be in visual form. So I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited about that.
This is a great comment from the internet. Times New Pwned says, best Disney movie,
Stop
arguably one of the only good ones.
Oh, wow.
From the
I would
Emperor's
agree
New
that
Groove.
is the best Disney movie.
I think that is a opinion that is very
It's wrong.
valid,
it's just
but
wrong.
but it's like
Nope.
There are
that's
some
not.
opinions, you know.
That's an
I'm
opinion-
tired of all of this. Like sometimes there are
An opinion can't
different
be wrong.
opinions. Oh,
Unless the
that was
opinion is-
I
wrong.
say I love you, it's not because I want you or because I can't have you. It has nothing to do with me. I love what you are, what you do, how you try. I've seen your kindness and your strength. I've seen the best and worst of you.
Sounds like something out of the Notebook.
Is that from Twilight? I feel like it's from Twilight. A Twilight film?
Not the Notebook?
What a great debate, though. The best Disney movie.
Don't.
I think opinions are fine. I don't think that it's wrong to have an opinion about something unless your opinion literally is white people are superior to black people. Then that's a wrong opinion. You were taught wrong. But you can think The Emperor's New Groove is the best Disney movie. Go ahead.
No,
I do
I'm
think
saying
that.
that.
No
No,
one. I
that's
do
different.
think
What
that.
what they said. They said that the only good
One
Disney
of the only good
film,
ones. Yeah, that's also
the
wrong.
only good Disney
wrong.
film. Come on.
I'm tricking them with this one, says Uberbaldi. Yeah, take that. The Black Cauldron?
No, Black Hole. Live action.
Oh, well, I mean, just the straight Disney movies. Anyway, Adam's going to talk about his thing now.
Yeah, Adam.
Right.
First of
Oh
all, I'm
my
not going to
God.
talk about my thing.
What time
But I'm
is
going to talk
it?
about my news story.
It's
tell me-
almost 9.
Tell us about your thing, though, baby. Tell us about your thing.
Great.
I'll tell you all about my thing. It's green. It says an oath.
Whoa.
And a lot of things happen with it. All right. So I'm going to talk about the Green Lantern Corps movie.
Wait. Did we? What
God
was the?
damn it!
I'm sorry. What was the quote from?
Oh, it's a trick quote. I don't know. I'll keep my eye on the chat.
Yeah,
They'll let us know.
just keep it
Trick
up.
quote. Was it from TV?
I don't
Uberbaldi
know.
says it was a
Just
trick.
keep going, Adam. Keep
Okay.
going.
Uberbaldi made it up. Who cares?
So we all knew that the Green Lantern Corps was going to be a movie that was going to show up in the DC timeline. It was something that was first advertised, I think, in 2014 or 2015 at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
It had a date of 2020. That's when it was going to come out, the same year as the Cyborg movie was going to come out. And now we finally have a writing team on it. David Goyer and Justin Rhodes. David Goyer, obviously, he worked on the Blade movies. He did the Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan trilogy. He was a writer of Man of Steel. He's also worked on other things like Ghost Rider. I went on his website. His website's pretty interesting. He actually talks about his involvement in the movies and like how they would take his scripts and then he would kind of go away off the project and then he'd come back to it. And by that point, like the scripts have completely changed.
Sure.
He didn't really do a lot of work on it. So his career and the enthusiasm he gets from people is kind of like this. Some people are like down. Other people are kind of like, I'm not really. I don't want David Goyer. Didn't they learn anything from Man of Steel and all that
I
stuff?
want to like them, but
Oh, hold on.
See the line where the sky makes the sea? It calls
It
me
calls
and no one knows.
me, and
How
no
far
one
it goes
knows.
if the wind in my sail on
How
the sea
far
stays
it
behind me one day I'll know
goes.
if
With the
I
wind in
I
my
wanna hear the
sail,
robot
there's
say it,
just
Erica.
no
telling how far
behind
I'll go,
me.
aka song
One
that
day
should have
I'll
one best song on
know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go.
Frozen.
Lion King.
You idiot, I'm not giving up yet. There's a bunch of guys I have to kill first.
All right, Erica,
what
sing
is
that one.
I don't know that
Sing
one.
that one, Erica.
You idiot, I'm not giving up first. There's
Oh,
a
here we
bunch
go again.
of guys I have to kill.
Negiyama.
I have no clever famous person to spoof donating this time to see the trailer for 1974's Phase 4.
Oh,
Phase
I was waiting for a
know
robot to
that
go
one.
Phase
What
IV.
is that? There's a
Okay,
bunch
so
of
you're pulling
guys
that up, and I'm gonna keep talking about my story.
Thanks for
19,
donating
what,
that.
74?
Yeah.
Moana should win Oscars. I hope it wins
Mm-hmm.
Oscars. God, I love that.
Win best song for sure.
I really hope
Yeah, that'd be
so.
cool.
Because like if La La Land wins over that, like I'm gonna be real sad.
That is what they
Be
do.
real
Oscar
sad.
loves a good narrative. They want to give Lin-Manuel the Epoch.
I really want that. I really want it to happen.
True. God damn it! What was that quote from though? It was there's still a bunch of guys I have to kill first. No, I'm not giving up yet, you idiot. It's a comedy action movie. It has to be. Is it a Die Hard movie? Is it?
I would say Kill Bill, but it doesn't seem
No, that's not
Tarantino-esque.
Kill Bill.
Yeah, that's not clever
I don't know.
enough.
Somebody let us know what that one was. I'm sorry.
The penis is evil. The penis shoots seeds and makes new life to poison the earth with a plague of men as once it was. But the gun shoots death and purifies the earth of the filth of brutals. Go forth and kill.
That sounds like my mother.
Wow.
Don't know that one.
Whoa.
What is it?
She has two sons.
Yes, she does.
Unfortunately, yes.
Two sons.
Oh, what? what is that?
Zardoz. I
Zardoz?
don't know what
Cool.
that
Right.
is.
Nice.
I've never even heard of that.
What was that Kill All Guys movie? Whatever. Cool, thank you. I know it sounds like
Why
Wild
not?
Last Man.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wow.
Right.
Thank you. It's Pandar.
How about the trailer for the documentary
I've heard
called
about that
Tickled?
one.
Also, here is quote, Mr. Red. Given the severity of the crimes, I have no choice but to impose the maximum penalty allowed by the law. Anger management class. Quote.
It's great. You guys should just watch Angry Birds. It's real bad. It's just
No,
really, really bad.
We will
Sad.
not.
It's
I
not
don't
even.
think we
It's
will.
not even bad. It's
Hey,
just.
can I borrow your
sad.
4K 3D Blu-ray of it?
No, I gave it away.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Not anymore.
You're not supposed to.
I would never ever ask anybody. You no.
And you didn't give it
That's
to
why I
Dustin.
gave it away.
PS4 Pro just to watch.
That's why I gave it away. I'll bring you other 3D 4K movies, guys. Relax.
No, but we only wanted to watch Angry
yeah,
Birds.
but I'm gonna try to kill this joke. That's why, of course, I gave it away. Of course, would
You
not.
just brought it back around completely again.
No, it's done.
Nope.
Go watch it. You played yourself.
Oh my god.
Hunger Bones. What's
All
up
right.
with this Green Lantern Corps movie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
so-
Green Lantern
I'm
Corps.
sorry. We're way off topic.
Yeah, I know.
Stay on target.
It's gonna be a long show.
Yeah, you do know that though, right? The PS4 Pro can't do 4K Blu-rays. Yeah. Okay. So I'll bring my Xbox One.
Technos.
Good.
What I meant is that's why we bought that Xbox One S that's sitting back there.
There we go.
Every time he does that, I'm afraid
There
he's
we
gonna accidentally
He's gonna kiss you.
that too.
Mm-hmm.
I was say headbutt, but sure, we'll go with kissing.
It's like in my fan fiction.
So there have been some people who've been obviously vocal about the Green Lantern Corps movie, trying to figure out, who are the characters going to be. We found out that it will be a buddy cop movie, a Lethal Weapon style superhero team up of Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. I think DC really wants to still reestablish the Hal Jordan character because obviously the Ryan Reynolds movie was a train wreck.
Right,
But they also want to move forward and they want to introduce more characters. Jon Stewart being a fan favorite for a lot of people because of the Justice League cartoon.
Yep.
I think it would make sense for them to just put both characters in there and to create this type of a Lethal Weapon-esque film. We don't know if it's going to be Jon Stewart's origin, if Hal Jordan will already have been a Green Lantern, or whether or not how this is really going to play out. There's rumors that actually a Green Lantern will show up in Justice League. They haven't said who. They haven't said if it's
Right,
Hal Jordan,
right.
Jon Stewart. It could be Kilowog. We have no idea. It could be Sinestro before he turns. But how do you guys feel about this first of all? And then Sterling K. Brown, who's just cast in Marvel's Black Panther,
Give it to him.
he definitely went out there on Twitter and was like,
Great.
I would love to play the character of Jon Stewart. I think a personal favorite of mine right now is Mahershala Ali. He was great in Luke Cage. He was
Interesting.
great in Moonlight, and I'd like to see more of him.
Oh, yeah. I'm loving
Dude,
him too.
that voice.
And I think Armie Hammer is likely going to end up playing Hal Jordan because he's been meeting with Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
He's been not tweeting, but he's been retweeting some DC related things.
And he was almost Batman.
And he was almost Batman back in 2007 for Justice League Mortal. So I have a feeling that we'll definitely see Armie Hammer possibly show up in Justice League. Maybe we'll see a guy like Mahershala Ali take on the role of Jon Stewart. How How do you guys? So first of all, let's just get back to the movie itself. How do you feel about Justin Rhodes and David Goyer writing it?
It doesn't excite me, but I'm not necessarily mad.
Yeah.
Like whatever, there's been movies that I've loved that have been written by people I don't care about, directed by people I don't care about.
Yeah,
It could be great. I at this point I just care about the universe as a whole for this like storytelling endeavor that they're trying to do. I care about bringing in a good story, and the director hasn't been named yet. Just
No,
the writing,
just
team.
the writers
I really
and-
care about a good director. Somebody who's way better than Martin Campbell, somebody who gives a shit about superheroes and these characters,
So
casting
here's
too.
speaking of directors, Duncan Jones actually went on Twitter. Duncan Jones directed Warcraft. He did
Yep.
Moon. He posted a few tweets about Green Lantern. He obviously seems to be pretty passionate about the character. Possibly, he says Green Lantern should be about a simple-minded jock who has to come up with imaginative, new ideas every time he uses the ring. The limit on the ring's power should not be about battery life, but the need to be original every time you use it.
Thank you, Joe Goes Live.
And then he also goes on to say, the hook in the dumb jock version of Green Lantern is that he has the power but lacks the wits to use it. Endearingly frustrating. Anyway, I'm not doing Green Lantern. I think he's dumb. Hope someone proves me wrong.
Yeah,
my
I pretty
goodness.
much disagree with each one of his tweets about
Yeah,
the character and about the pit. Like it's
The
it's
pitch.
the thing of like them, like a movie studio person, a director, a writer taking a property that they might not be familiar with. I mean, he says, "I think the character's dumb. I hope somebody proves me wrong." It's like, okay, then maybe don't comment on a character that you think is dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah, the reason that they gave him Warcraft is because
he
he's
loved
super
it.
passionate about
Right.
it. So obviously he should support them
But
giving it to somebody else.
for
I'm
him-
not sure why this is a huge news story.
For him to throw that pitch out there, that take on it, is like it reminds me of like a movie studio taking a property that they're not familiar with, a lot of times a comic book thing, and trying to fix a thing that they don't realize isn't broken.
Hey,
And
Hector,
then
Ninja Turtles. They're so dumb. Let's make a movie about it. That's how you get TMNT. It's exactly what happened.
Exactly. And then this reminds me of that they almost made a Jack Black comedy with Green Lantern. Somebody had the Green Lantern idea, and they're like, I don't know. And then Robert Smigel was like, well, let's just make it a comedy. That I don't understand the character either. Let's just do a comedy. That'll be the
Right,
the hook is that it's a douchebag who makes like a big old condom.
Isn't Jeff Johns supposed to be steering the bus over at Warner Brothers?
He's definitely involved. He's a producer with John Berg. He's on the DC side. John Berg's on the Warner Brothers side. So
Right.
he's supposed to be the guy who's kind of steering and shepherding this whole universe. But I think Warner Brothers, again, to them, it's all about we want to be filmmaker friendly, filmmaker first. We've kind of seen the repercussions of that with Suicide Squad and Batman versus Superman to some extent. I don't know.
I think we should all wait and see how Wonder Woman goes. God, we need it to be good so badly. And then they can assess what they're going to do with the rest of this universe because it's a mess right now, honestly. I'm willing to wait and see. Like, Green Lantern's great. He's fun. But I like that they're having a Jon Stewart instead of Hal Jordan again. But I honestly,
Well, it would be
I'm
both
not
characters.
thrilled.
I wasn't very familiar with Green Lantern Corps until I saw the animated Green Lantern Corps
So good.
cartoon series.
you for
If you have not
following.
seen that, you need to watch that because this show made me fall in love with the whole mythology of the Green Lantern Corps.
It's a really interesting, like, there's so much in the, not just Green Lanterns, but all the other ones,
all
too.
the other ones, and that's what I said. I kept saying this on Superhero News, and I'll say it again. You can turn this into a Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, like huge, gigantic universe on its own.
This could be their, like, Guardians, essentially.
It could be their Guardians. It could be their Lord of the Rings. It could be their Star Wars. But when you have attitudes like this coming at it, it's no wonder why we have movies like Batman vs Superman and there's Suicide Squad and all that stuff because you're probably picking from people who aren't necessarily the best for this kind of movie. And it sucks that people have this attitude towards it. But to challenge him, I'll challenge him to watch the animated Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
It's a perfect interpretation of Green Lantern and everything that he can represent. Like having your powers be based on your willpower. There's nothing better than that because when you want something to get done, you will get it done.
Yeah.
And people can relate to it. Like you don't have to have a Green Lantern ring. If you want to achieve something in your life, you get it done. If you want it enough, you will get that done, and that's exactly what the Green Lantern represents in the ring. So it's a great story that people can relate to, and boiling it down to a dumb jock is just to me it's criminal. It's stupid. It's very egotistical of him to say something.
I mean, he's
shit
not
like that.
really involved with it.
No, yeah, but
Not at all.
He's
but
just-
that's
But still.
he's calling
just,
it out
you know.
as stupid when he doesn't understand the character.
Sure.
You guys have any fan casting for if it doesn't end up being Armie Hammer, who you want to see as Hal Jordan and who you want to see as Jon Stewart? The chat room's been putting we've seen a lot of like Idris Elba's in there, Michael Jai White.
Tim Allen is Hal Jordan.
Hey.
Hey, RJ Canuck, thank you.
Trailer for Brian De Palma's Phantom of the Paradise
Phantom of the Paradise.
1974.
Paradise, 1974.
I feel like we should probably move on.
Yeah.
We have spent an hour on the first two topics.
I think Nathan Fillion would be a good Hal if they're bringing in Hal Jordan as the veteran cocky guy to then bring in the character of Jon Stewart and build up Jon Stewart, and if it's a Jon Stewart origin story. If they're bringing in Hal Jordan because they want to have Hal stand next to Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, Diana Prince, Barry Allen, and Arthur Curry to make some kind of a Justice League, fine, do that. Then have it be Nathan Fillion. Let him put on the suit. He's already voiced the character. He's got that same exact. He's Hal Jordan in real life, but he's the age of like retire him. Like bring him in, have Hal be like shit's going crazy up in the space sectors. That's why we needed every sector to have a second Green Lantern, or every planet to have a second one. That's why Jon Stewart shows up.
Isn't he in Guardians though? Doesn't he exist in the Guardians universe?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
Not a
doesn't
character,
matter.
not a character that you like.
Just a poster,
Right.
just a
Yeah.
cameo
Okay.
poster. But there can be crossover between Marvel and DC. I think that's okay. But bring in Nathan Fillion to maybe even kill him off, do the Parallax storyline, do an epic like Blackest Night story, and have Jon Stewart step up, and then just put two black guys on the Justice League and have him be there with Cyborg.
Boom.
Pretty good.
Get that
Done.
done.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah,
black guys.
I agree. I
How
agree
novel.
with that, 100%. Honestly, I'm more on the side of unknowns at this point because I don't feel that there's anybody who can fill the role specifically for what I'm looking for. So maybe give somebody a chance. Somebody
But
could
then
be a
it's
really
like-
dope ass Hal Jordan.
Before Ben Affleck was announced, I wasn't thinking Ben Affleck, and then he was cast, and I was like, he did a good job.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I'll see him keep playing Bruce Wayne. That's
Right,
fine.
exactly.
And he seems like such a huge Hollywood actor, Ben Affleck, and you wouldn't think to put him with a character like that.
No,
So,
as Batman. Yeah, I agree. So unknown, or they'll probably just pull something out that we don't expect.
Yeah, Scott Porter would be great.
in
Speaking
order-
of Guardians,
In order to move this quicker, I'm going to move from my Guardians news article, which was going to be about, what's his name? Kurt Russell as Eagle the Living Planet,
Yeah.
to some really cool news. It's not really news, but I want to talk about it. How Stranger Things cast
Yeah.
and the concept art that came out. And talking about possibly who wants to play Princess Leia in the future.
Of course it is happening inside your head, but why on earth should that mean that it's not real?
Harry
Quote,
Potter.
Harry Potter?
Yep.
Which one?
when
The
it's,
last
it's
one.
when he
Deathly
meets
Hallows Part 2?
Dumbledore
Yeah,
at
when
King's
he
Cross.
dies.
You mean death when he meets
When
death?
he dies.
Yeah.
Dumbledore's
Ooh.
death. That's great.
Bum,
nice.
bum, bum.
Nice.
Yeah, good
Hey Dustin,
one.
do we
Very
have this?
good
Do we
one.
have this concept art up? Okay, we got this concept. Oh.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, boom! There it is.
It's not concept art.
Yeah. Well, I know it's not concept art, but it looks really freaking cool. So Bobby, what's her name?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown. She's been saying that she wants to play Princess Leia in any possible future things that are happening. And I wasn't, I kind of brushed it off when I heard the news, but then I saw this art. And it looks fucking incredible. Like this art is
The
so
kid's-
fucking
The
cool.
kid's gap in his teeth is like Chewie's. Like
Yeah, exactly. His gum disease is like Chewie's, animal teeth. Everything looks
So cute.
great in this art.
What was that character's name?
Uh,
Chewbacca?
No,
Dustin.
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 Not you.
Dustin.
The other one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
the
other
other
Dustin.
Dustin.
The Chewy
and
Dustin.
Lucas, and then I forget the other kids' names, and then 11.
Yeah, but
11.
I just thought that was cool because that's really what I want to talk about today. Yeah,
Zero
funky-
Cypher says she's a little young, isn't
Cool.
she?
Yeah, of course.
Well, she needs to be if they ever do a Princess
I
Leia.
don't want them
like,
to
prequel movie.
I don't want them to do any more prequels. I think they should stay away from the saga storyline. I think all of these kids are fine actors, but we haven't so far seen them play roles that are similar to the characters that they're being portrayed as. So this is a cute piece of art, but not interested.
Cool fan art.
It's cool fan art.
Yeah, I just think
cool
it's fucking
fan art.
cool.
It is
Yeah.
definitely cool fan art.
Yeah. All right, let's
dig.
move on to the trailers because we have a ton of trailers to talk
Do
about
we, hey,
tonight.
hey, flip to the back. Do we want
Oh,
to
do
skip
we?
my news story?
Oh, wait, you have
wanna-
one, Hector?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
It's just printed on the double-sided paper because we got to say paper.
Oh,
Guys,
that's
what's
right.
our cam rant bar at? Come on, we're close. Ooh, just a
Wow.
couple $100 more and we get another cam
Wow,
rant.
that would be great.
Cam, do you got
I
another idea
really,
for a cam
I
rant?
really want another cam rant. Of course he does. When does he
Oh,
not?
yeah.
He's like the Hulk. He's always angry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's the secret.
Just sitting there steaming on a pot.
Just steaming on a pot. Okay, guys, so this is pretty cool. I think this is interesting. James Cameron's coming out with a documentary series. He's teaming up with AMC to work on this. There's a picture of James Cameron shooting Avatar or something. And this is going to be tentatively called James Cameron's Story of Science Fiction. It's a documentary series that traces the origins of science fiction, how it's affected and changed the world. This was announced at the Television Critics Association Winter Tour panel. That's pretty much it. Question for you guys. Is this something
up,
that you
buddy?
are interested in? James Cameron talking about the history of science fiction in film and literature.
I
and
assume that, I mean, is he involved in an executive capacity at all, or is it he just like the host for it?
Whoa! Let's hear this.
Hey!
Was it a dream where you see yourself standing in sort of sun god robes on a pyramid with 1,000 naked women screaming and throwing little pickles at you?
No idea.
What is
No
this?
idea.
Wait,
What? Oh my goodness.
what
That
is
sounds like something out of like a Zoolander
What
movie.
is- yeah, it
Ours
does.
member Sembitons just tipped $20 and helped us with that quote. No idea. It sounds again like a hot rod,
yeah.
but ugh, guys, help us out.
I don't know. Real
Genius?
Real Genius? Oh.
I've never seen that.
Really?
Nice.
I gotta rewatch that movie then.
That
Nice.
sounds funny.
Which one's Real Genius? Is that? Oh, I was gonna say Matthew
Yeah.
Broderick. Okay, Val Kilmer. Right on.
Wait,
Cool.
he's that's the one where they're at college, and it's a bunch of geeks like making some sort of a laser machine.
It sounds funny.
right?
I don't know,
I
Erica.
think so.
Laser machine geeks. Sign me
Laser
up.
machines, geeks,
Kilmer?
computers.
Yeah.
It hits you like 1,000 knives stabbing you all over your body. You can't breathe. You can't think, at least, not about anything but the pain. Which is why I'm not looking forward to jumping in there after you.
What is that? Is that from Avatar? Titanic?
Oh, because
Oh yeah. And the one-
Yeah, I knew it was
yep.
something about being
That's
cold.
right.
Yep.
Wow.
When the
Yeah.
ship's sinking and
That's
he has
right.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so dramatic, but that's so great.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Thank you for that Titanic
everybody
quote.
for the tips.
I don't
and
think it was
Yeah.
for the
specified that
quotes.
James Cameron was hosting this show, Erica. I don't think it specified that he was just a producer, but it's called James Cameron's Story of Science Fiction.
James
and
Cameron's
he,
Story of
as he was talking about it, he put himself up there with names like Spielberg and Lucas and me, James Cameron, in terms of the like genre changing science fiction films that they all shot. So yeah, this is coming out. Augustine, do you care about this? Adam, do you care about this?
Yeah, I care about this, and I hopefully he comes out with some surprises because I don't want it to be just James Cameron talking about this. Like, yeah, he has had a big part to play in science fiction and where we are now. But there's a lot of people that we have to go through in order to get to where we are now. So I hope it's something that pays homage to more than just James Cameron.
I mean, it's just film.
No, it's not just film.
It
It's
is.
the story of science fiction.
Chronicle.
Chronicle.
Trailer.
Oh, the trailer.
Ah,
oh,
great.
that's
Thank
such
you.
a great trailer.
I was like, so many
Such
people have
a
said the
great
word
trailer.
chronicle in movies.
I super am interested in the topic of the history of science fiction,
Cool.
both literature and
Mhm.
film. I feel like, well, what James Cameron, he contributed Aliens
Mhm.
and Avatar, which is like meh.
Terminator.
Terminator.
Yeah,
2.
that's what I was thinking about. Terminator.
The Abyss.
The
A
Abyss.
lot, yeah. So he contributed a lot. I feel like
Was there somebody else you
I-
would be more interested in a science fiction series, like a Neil deGrasse Tyson, talking about science fiction, not just science?
Yeah, I could hear him talk about anything, really.
Mm-hmm. There's a
I'm
show
not
on.
sure.
There's already a show on AMC that's called Geeking Out with Kevin Smith and Greg Grunberg, and I haven't seen any of it yet. But it's just like kind of a documentary style talk show thing where they just go around and talk about different geeky topics. I
Yeah.
picture if AMC's already doing that, this might be something similar but focusing on science fiction. Man, we're at 865, pretty close to that $1,000 mark.
I also
Yeah.
think I think the thing that intrigues me about this the most is the fact that James Cameron is one of the pioneers of science fiction and really pushing that genre in front of people and being like, look, we can make really cool shit in this genre. Because I think science fiction in like the 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe
Yeah.
up until about Star Wars, which is more fantasy than sci-fi. People, I don't want to say people laughed at it, but it wasn't taken so seriously. But
Correct.
then you
Oh,
got a
absolutely.
movie like The Terminator, and you're like, holy fuck.
Look
And then
what
you got
we
The
can do,
Abyss
yeah.
and how like technologically advanced it was.
Yes.
And then you got T2, and it was like, good goddamn, you can make some
It
good
sounds
shit.
like they're going to be talking to a lot of the people that sort of push sci-fi blockbusters.
Yeah, and I think it's just from the description, it sounds like it'll also, because it's talking about following the development of science fiction genre. I think it'll
Okay.
also be guys, Cameron and whoever else they bring in, to talking about like what influenced them.
Sure.
What
Exactly,
sort of science
exactly.
fiction
Because
influenced them?
if they're going back to the beginning, like they are going to
Like
cover science fiction in the
Mary
50s.
Shelley's Frankenstein.
Absolutely, and
I
how
think
that
yeah, I
was
think they're
considered
gonna go way back
Asimov
then.
and
Absolutely.
all the
So I'm
literature
interested,
that
'cause I-
influenced them.
I think science fiction is it's a genre of movies that kind of does this,
Yeah.
and when it's high,
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
really good, and then
And
when
sometimes
it dips down,
takes years.
It does.
Sometimes a movie comes out and people are like, what? And then like a
Yeah.
couple years later, people go, oh shit, that movie had something to say.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
So I
even
think
from
that's
the-
the tough part about sci-fi.
Even from
is
the very,
hitting that.
very early days of film, they had sci-fi films.
There we go.
Oh, wait, hold up.
I am interested.
Hack the Planet. Alamo Drafthouse is showing Hackers this month. Check to see if there is a showing near you.
Ooh.
Hashtag Shiawazi.
Thank you, Shiawase.
We don't
Say that-
have an Alamo yet.
Say that again, Cam?
Not yet.
We don't have
Not
a draft
yet.
Supposed to be
It's
coming
coming. It's
this-
coming.
This year, apparently.
Thank you, Hawaiian boy.
I think it was supposed to open at the end of last year, wasn't it?
It's a
And it
little
got
behind
delayed.
schedule, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be too good. It's gonna be too nice.
Like
for
a
us.
I'm
So
very
good.
excited.
Guys,
and-
can we hop into trailers?
Yeah, let's hop into
Yeah,
trailers.
let's do the
Let's do
trailer
it.
time because we have a
Okay.
lot of trailers
Oh
to
my
watch.
god, we have so many trailers.
All right,
Yeah.
trailers time.
So trailer time, y'all.
Yes.
So we're gonna start off with the trailers that you guys paid for because you guys are awesome. So let's go with the first one called Life. Animated trailer.
Life animated.
Animated.
I'm excited for this one.
I'm sex-cited.
There is a boy who is just like other boys.
Cameron, are you
Until
narrating
one
this?
night, he sees from his window a storm on the horizon.
That animation looks
Who are you?
I'm Peter Pan, and you
All of a sudden, at 3 years old, Owen vanishes. The doctor says, let me explain what autism is. Some of the kids don't ever talk again.
I remember thinking, I'm just gonna hold you so tight and love you so much that whatever is going on will go away.
We're beginning to give up hope. And one day, we're watching the Disney animated movies. And he says he doesn't want to grow up like Mowgli or Peter Pan.
What the hell just
And all of a sudden, it became clear to us. He's using these movies to make sense of the world he actually is living in, our world. So at that point, we began to speak to him in Disney dialogue.
When did you and I become such good friends?
Whatever works to get to Owen.
I've been scared my whole life of growing up. Peter Pan doesn't want to grow up because when you grow up, you lose all your magical childhood times.
My hope is that he is independent enough to be able to grow older on
Discovered by the Germans in 1904.
Damn it, I was so in the mood.
Which, of course, in German means
Great.
a whale's
Thanks,
vagina.
Anchorman.
I thought it meant Saint Diego.
Which
You
of course
totally
in
knocked
German
me out
means
of
a
them. I
whale's
was so into
vagina.
this.
Amazing.
Wow, what
Jesus
a way to
Christ.
take us out of an
You
emergency.
ruined it, Anchorman.
Great.
You ruined
The
it.
power of cinema. Great.
Okay.
Cool. Let's get back
Oh,
into this
God.
fucking.
I sucked my tears back into my face
know,
after that
right?
one.
Thanks
All right.
for that.
Here we go. Life animated.
his own.
When I look in the mirror, I see a proud autistic man ready to meet a future that is bright and full of wonder.
He's going to have to fall and fail. We're not afraid of that as we used to be.
I just can't believe how far Owen has come.
The future, I'm still searching for it.
Who decides what a meaningful life is?
like I always say, children got to be free to lead their own lives.
Oh, great. I got to see that now.
Owen wrote
God.
that book too. I don't want to read that book. That's amazing.
I will give this film huge props because I was extremely fortunate. The first movie I ever worked on that was like a big movie was for Roger Ross Williams. And
Is he the document? Is he the filmmaker?
Yeah, the filmmaker.
Yeah.
And that dude like taught me that I didn't want to do documentary film because that's what I originally got into film to do.
Yeah.
And he taught me I didn't have what it takes, but in the best way possible because he was like
That's
he was
awesome,
upfront with
man.
you.
Dedicated.
fucking
and-
legit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't tell me that. That was my internal going like, I can't do that.
Wow.
That guy is phenomenal.
Wow.
Like fucking phenomenal. He's an amazing director. And I will support anything that guy puts his name on. He's super fucking awesome.
Great.
That's awesome. I gotta see that movie.
Thank you for the suggestion.
I was listening to the Comedy Bang Bang show, and Gilbert Gottfried was on there. And it's supposed to be a funny podcast, but he talked about this just a little bit.
Had he seen it? Had he seen the movie?
He was one.
in it?
He visited this kid and
Oh.
talked to him as Iago because this kid would only respond to Iago at certain points.
Oh.
So he went and visited him.
The Night of Too Many Stars, him and Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah,
was
see,
deciding
Gilbert
stuff.
Godfrey has visited this kid personally, and he talked about how much it affected him, and like how he says that's probably his favorite role that he's ever done
Because of that.
because of this kid particularly.
Wow.
That's
so
great.
he'll probably make an appearance in this movie.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
If you want to pull up that clip from Night of Too Many Stars, it's only a minute.
Okay.
It will.
Do it.
I think this is
Yes.
a beautiful example of how film can be effective. And there's a lot of people who are not big into cinema and they're like, movies are dumb because it's not real and blah blah. I'm like, you missed the point of what a movie's trying to be sometimes. Not all movies can be that impactful.
Right.
But you don't know how somebody's gonna connect to it. We all connect to movies differently. And I think when you walk away from a movie and you have a connection like this, and you grow up with these movies having a deeper meaning for you, it's incredible.
Yeah, and it's helping this kid with autism.
Yeah.
Communicate and relate to the world. It's a beautiful thing. Let's see. Oh, this is
I
7
wanted to
minutes.
Lean in here one more time to make Adam uncomfortable. That was
This one's 7 minutes. Is this the one or no?
I'm gonna kiss the shit out of you next
Look
time.
up, there should be a minute-long version.
A minute-long
If you
version.
look up just Owen and Gilbert Gottfried,
Okay,
they should throw you the minute-long version.
come on.
I mean, just put in Owen.
Susk and Gilbert.
Okay, let me put in this.
There you go.
Come on. This computer is lagging. Come on.
Come on, robot, get one job. Gilbert
I
Gottfried.
know. Got fried. And it's not typing for me.
And Owen. Oh, there you go.
Where is it?
Nope.
Owen. Not Owen Wilson.
Jesus.
There we
Jesus.
Again,
7 minutes. 7 minutes. This one right here?
That one might be fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's on The View. That's not 19, but that'll still like ruin people.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Let's watch this one because the other one's 7 minutes long.
All right, quiet, please. And 3, 2.
So, in the desert scene where Iago says, I can't believe it. I just don't believe it. We're never going to get all that stupid lamp. Just forget it. Look at this. Look at this. I'm so ticked off. I'm molting.
Forget it! Just forget it! We're never gonna get a hold of that stupid lamp! Look at me! I'm so ticked off, I'm molting!
Patience, Iago, patience. Gazim was obviously less than worthy. Iago says,
That's incredible. I think I'm going to have a heart attack and die from that surprise. What do we got to do? We got a big problem.
Oh, there's a surprise! That's incredible! I think I'm gonna have a heart attack and die from that surprise! What are we gonna do? We're in big trouble!
We got a big problem.
yes, only one may enter.
I must find this diamond in the rough. Yay! Excellent work.
Oh,
That's
man.
cool.
I cannot wait. I'm going to watch the crap out
the
of
look
that.
on his face.
I know.
Of just how excited he was.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
amazing.
It's so good.
All right, up next, a trailer for
Damn.
1974's Dark Star.
Dark Star.
Whatever that is.
Oh, snap.
Good.
Woo, John Carpenter's first.
Mankind has conquered the stars. He moves out to the endless interstellar reaches of the universe.
Is that Vincent Price?
An advanced exploration corps. A new breed of pioneer must seek out unstable planets and destroy them.
Drive sequence begun. Hit it, Pinback.
So 70s.
And you are on the mission of the 21st century planet smashers. Dark Star.
Dang.
20 years in space, 1 million light years from Earth. Their job is to clear a path for the colonization of space.
Back home in Malibu. I used to surf a lot, Talby. I used to be a great surfer.
Travel in an infinite universe with mind-melting excitement from beyond the stars.
Oh, we crossed the
Computer
beams.
to bomb number 20. Return to the bomb bay immediately.
But I have received the operational signal.
Hello, Bob. Are you with me?
I wish I had more time.
Why don't you have more time?
Because I must detonate.
What is that?
Detonate.
What
It's an
is that?
attack blob.
Commander Powell. Commander Powell, this is Doolittle. Can you hear me?
Man, what happened, man?
Hey, Bob. Confirm. Power drive sequence activated. Roger, retracted. Lock all defensive systems.
Thank you, Petey McSpeedy.
Thanks for the follow.
Dark
He's the Silver
Star.
Surfer.
They are not lost in space.
I thought it said a Bryan Cranston release on what?
Bryan Cranston release.
Oh,
Wow.
Rated
Oh.
G.
That was rated
Cool. That means I can watch it.
So there's interesting history about this film, and it's worth talking about for two reasons. A, like I said, it's John Carpenter's first movie. It's also was a student film. It was him and Dan O'Bannon's USC student film.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Yep.
2 seconds.
Erica teleported.
Nick, I've tried everything. The embassies, the German government, the consulate. I even talked to the ambassador. It's no use. I just can't bring my wife to orgasm.
It's a great quote.
I believe that's Airplane or Top Secret.
Yeah.
It's either Airplane or Top Secret. So this was Dan O'Bannon and John Carpenter's student film at USC. They were then able to get financing to film a little bit more and get in the theaters, but obviously it's a student film. So it's worth noting it's John Carpenter's first movie. Secondly, Dan O'Bannon, who co-wrote this movie and is the lead in it, took the script after the movie came out and said, I think I can make this actually, because it's supposed to be a comedy. It's supposed to be kind of a parody
Oh, really?
of 2001 and other things. And he basically said, I think I can take this script and make it a horror movie. And it is almost beat for beat the same script. It is Alien.
Wow.
Dan O'Bannon co-wrote Alien.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow. That's really interesting. That's
That
the
is.
proto
Now
Alien.
I kind of want to watch. I wish I could go back in time and just watch people in their process of making VFX. And
Mhm.
just kind of like lose my modern sensibilities of what VFX are nowadays, and just like kind of
People back
sit
then are
there-
like, well, if we click this,
Yeah.
and then there's a little flash thing.
Yeah, like
and
no,
that kind of looks like
student
a star.
films.
Yeah, exactly, for a student film, and figure like go through the problem solving process of like, we have no idea what we're doing. We're breaking ground here. What are we gonna do to make this spaceship glow? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
That's hashtag CamFacts. Ted Welchmerch says, Cam is always clutch with the film facts.
With them film facts.
yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next trailers.
Thanks, Cam.
Logan.
I'm really glad that we have Cam here for all of the old ones.
The trailer's coming coming out this weekend.
What did you do?
Charles, the world is not the same as it was. Mutants. They're gone now.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real.
What is she?
Beneath the stains
She's like you.
of time,
Very much like you.
the feelings disappear.
She needs our help.
You are
Someone will come along. Someone has come along.
I am still right here. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt. I would keep myself. I would find a way.
Great trailer.
Logan, you still have time.
Wow, it makes me think about my death a lot.
I thought you said your dad.
I
for a
never
minute.
noticed
I'm
how
like, what?
beat up
My
he is
dad
on
a
that
lot.
last shot.
Yeah.
Like he's like right there.
Because
He's super
like
beat up.
they completely desaturate on most of the blood and just darken it up.
Yeah, he just looks. I really want to see that.
Oh, welcome to the
Thanks for
Number
the-
family.
Yup. Thanks for the sub.
Thank you for subscribing.
That trailer never gets old.
That I'm pretty sure James Mangold, it was either him or Hugh Jackman, were saying on Twitter that a new trailer for this movie, the last
It's coming
trailer,
out this week.
is
This
going to come
week?
out this week on.
Cool.
I think it's on Thursday.
Cool.
So 2 more
Cool.
days. I
Awesome.
cannot wait to watch that
I'm
movie.
really
It just looks like a good story.
Yeah.
Just great, and it's so sad.
I just
They're so
we talk
old.
about it a lot, but I hope this is the movie where they let James Mangold make the movie and not
Yeah.
interfere and
Yeah,
don't third
God,
act
I
it like they
hope.
did with the Wolverine.
Yeah,
We'll see.
But
All right,
Hopefully the
next
best.
one. What do we have here? Phase 4.
Phase 4.
So somebody picked that Logan trailer for us to watch?
Yes.
Nicely
Yes.
done,
Thank you.
internet.
Good
Nice.
choice. Oh, wait.
Just Ren. Guys, it's Just Ren that subscribed.
Just Ren.
No need to make a
Awesome.
fuss. Just Ren subscribed.
Just Ren.
Thank you, Just Ren.
Welcome to the team.
Phase 4. Whoa, what is that? An eyeball? A planet? A Mario
Probably a
squid?
planet.
It's an angry bird.
Black hole. It's a black hole.
Whoa.
In the next few moments, we will try to give you an impression of a new kind of film experience.
Oh, okay.
If your curiosity is aroused, you are ready for Phase 4.
I'm aroused.
I'm fully aroused.
Ugh, I'm scared.
They're sending back my message.
Then you're not ready for Phase 4, Hector.
This is no message.
If there's an intelligence there, I want it to know there's an intelligence here. I believe that they'll move rather quickly into desert areas, taking over the countryside first, then laying siege to towns and cities. We have only one chance.
We have to communicate with ants.
And owls.
And we need your help, owls and horses.
And butterflies. Ants.
This all seems very artsy.
I don't know if it's artsy or just way too sci-fi.
I can't believe it. To know our plans, our strengths, our weaknesses. Why don't they kill us? What do they want?
I, for one, welcome our insect overlords.
How do you fight a force that knows what your next move will be before you think of it?
By sliding in a hole. And coming up through sand.
What is this?
Whoa, that's not a human. I don't think you're ready for Phase 4, Aaron.
Don't, I'm definitely not. My curiosity is not aroused, nor is anything else.
Written by Mayo Simon.
What is this?
Directed by Saul Bass.
Michael Murphy. That's the only person I recognize in that movie.
Interesting.
I recognize Saul
That
Bass.
was a trip.
Anyone have any
Straight
insight
up trip.
into what that was?
Is it about ants controlling?
Yeah, Cameron, what are the
Saul
two
Bass
things?
film.
What do you have to know about this movie, Cameron? What are the two things we got to know?
It might be worth telling the chat who Saul Bass was. For those who don't know, Saul Bass did a lot of the credit sequences and posters for Hitchcock movies. That's what his fame
Yeah. And also,
he's an amazing graphic designer.
if you saw Catch Me If You Can, it's based on that.
And if you know movies made by graphic designers and art people, that seems like that kind of movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about imagery and weird shit that makes you go, what?
Ooh.
Okay.
Count Zero says
Yeah,
requires 3 hits of acid. I've seen it.
No, he's one of my favorite graphic designers, but that looks real bonkers.
It probably is real
I don't know how
bonkers.
to
I'd watch it,
feel.
whatever.
I'd watch it.
I'm going to die someday.
Cameron,
Who cares?
can we trip out and watch it together?
Yeah.
Do you have it, Cameron?
No, I'll get it though.
Okay.
You get it on Blu-ray. That's so,
You can get it
that's
on
so
Blu-ray.
mean that we push all these weird movies on camera.
I
And
know,
we expect
right?
him to have them on Blu-ray. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
It's taking the hit for us.
Let's do it.
He embraces
Tickle.
it.
Oh,
All right,
I've
let's do
heard
this
this
one.
is so
Tickle.
good and so
Can't
weird.
say I've ever
and I
interviewed
just
anyone that
watched.
looks like you before.
Really?
I've made a career out of looking at the weird and bizarre side of life.
It's quite a kick.
So when I discovered a strange video online, I knew I'd found my next story.
CET, Competitive Endurance Tickling Group we got here.
Competitive endurance tickling. It was one of the strangest sports I'd seen. So I told Jane O'Brien Media I'd like to do an interview. Instead of getting a yes or no, I got this.
Association with a homosexual journalist is not something we will embrace. Shame on you. Little gay Kiwis. Regards, Jane O'Brien Media.
It was hard to take the insult seriously, considering the sport did seem slightly gay.
What?
This tickling wormhole was getting deeper.
I mean, obviously it's just for fun.
Is it just for fun? It's tickling.
You know, I was young at the time, didn't think nothing of it. And I was like, $2,000, that's gonna be cool.
I mean, imagine being a teenage boy. She would just keep sending them whatever they wanted.
She offered my one buddy a Chevy Cruze and $30,000. The money's endless.
This tickling empire is way bigger than we ever imagined.
They have tickle cells all over the U.S. They're everywhere.
And at some point, these boys say, I'm done. The thing that she hates the most was no. It was like a bomb went off.
Your phone number and your personal information are entirely known and subject to publication on the internet.
All hell broke loose.
All of a sudden, these videos are on YouTube, Vimeo, and every other site you could imagine.
Sending emails to the high school that I coach at.
What do you think your mother's gonna think about this?
We're shooting a documentary.
I understand what you think you're doing.
If you want to stick your head in the blast first, do it.
Jane O'Brien's a ghost.
Okay, let's go. I'm breathing heavily.
Yes, Sam.
We could hear laughter coming out of the vents.
Coming out of the vents.
We've been spotted.
What?
People were saying it's just like crazy and upsetting.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And I don't
Where's
know.
the car?
It's
Where's the car?
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that.
It's a
Where's the car?
documentary, and
I love it.
I hear it's just nuts.
What?
Yeah.
I love it. I
am
am not
curious.
surprised at all.
I am curious.
Adam, you look speechless.
I don't know what the fuck we just watched. I'm like, I don't even know.
At first, I'll say this about
I was like, it looks interesting, and now I'm kind of like,
when the trailer started with it being all about the documentary maker, the
it
filmmaker.
felt like What We Do in the Shadows when it started.
Correct.
Yeah.
But when it Nope, never mind. When it started with just about like, I decided to do this. I thought it was so funny. I want to email these people. I was like, why are you making the documentary about yourself? I don't care.
Right,
Make
right.
it about the subject matter. And then when he got the message back that was like, fuck off.
Yeah.
We're not going to associate with a homosexual
Yeah.
journalist. I was like, oh, that's why you had to make it about you, and then you have to dig deeper and dig deeper. And I was so interested in it.
Oh yeah,
so interested in it.
That's where is that out?
It's on iTunes.
Yeah.
It's on iTunes.
It's on iTunes.
You can see it.
I'm gonna
Man,
watch
I
it.
might-
Crap at it. I'm
I
probably
might-
gonna watch that when I get home tonight.
Gypsy
actually.
Danger 89 says the schmoes did an interview with the director. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, really. I'm gonna have to look that up, and yeah, I think I might. Yeah, it's
Jabberwocky
another wacky
says, yeah,
Kiwi
it's all true.
mockumentary. No, real. Looked like it was all.
That's
true.
what it felt like, though. And I was
saw
like,
it.
what
For
do we
real,
want?
it did. It
What?
did.
This is real? Holy shit.
Oh, that's crazy balls.
If you tickle me, I swear to God, I'm going to
I hate being
fucking
tickled.
murder
I
someone.
hate being tickled
fucking
so
hate being
much.
tickled.
I hate it.
Yeah. Adam,
Yeah.
you're about to get punched.
I know.
All right, let's get
The
out
winner
of
was
tickling.
Pass on that one. 21 to Netflix Rent 10.
Let's
Wow,
stop talking
really
about it because
interesting.
Adam's gonna tickle me more, and then you're gonna see a fight on Hyper RPG. Oh my
20th
goodness!
Century Fox presents
Yeah.
Phantom of the Paradise.
Brian De Palma, baby.
A gothic horror story.
What was that?
A beautiful love story.
Is this like a weird sci-fi Phantom of the Opera?
Yep, it's a comedy.
A cinematic odyssey through the rock universe.
Yes, my favorite universe.
From Greece to glitter and beyond. The story of a sound, the man who created it, the girl who sang it, the monster who stole it, and the phantom who haunts the paradise, the ultimate rock palace. Phantom of the Paradise.
My music is for Phoenix. Only she can sing it. Anyone else that tries dies.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
It's a cool look.
Told me one time that you'd be somebody, that you weren't working just to survive.
Beef.
Squeeze that beef, boy.
His name's Beef.
Man, you better get yourself a castrato for this.
Paul Williams as Swan.
And the angels that defeated them.
I want you to stop terrorizing the paradise and rewrite your cantata.
It's supposed to be Elton John.
The Phantom.
No, it's Paul Williams. Well, we know Beef dies.
Maybe.
Beef gets electrocuted.
Maybe.
He's a little bit.
Phantom of the Paradise.
Looks nuts.
What the hell?
is the Phantom.
PG.
What that one's rated PG.
You need parental guidance for that one.
Yeah,
I'm
you
curious
need
on
to
that
tell
one.
your
I don't know
parents
enough
about
about music of that era, and I'm curious in it. And Paul Williams has collaborated with two of my favorite groups, Daft Punk and the Muppets. So I definitely want to check out. Paul Williams is like a music icon.
Yeah, he wrote. Didn't he write the Kermit song, the
Rainbow Connection? And I think so. I may be wrong,
Rainbow Connection,
but I think he did. So I might want to check that out. And I need to watch Brian De Palma movies that are good because I don't think he's great because I haven't seen a lot of his good ones. So I gotta go.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any Untouchables. I haven't seen Scarface yet. I gotta go watch him.
That was
Wow.
crazy balls.
That's interesting.
The Welch merch says this movie is legit fun watch if you can get past the 70ism.
Right.
That's gonna be the tough part.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it looked like that movie was something that you'd enjoy if you really liked Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
Which I didn't.
It seems, yeah, it's
saw
not for everybody.
You didn't
It's-
like it?
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show? No.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it
it's-
because I'm afraid that I'm just gonna be
better.
like.
I think it was really hyped up for me. A lot of people just talk about
Sure.
it, talk about it, talk about it. Every year,
It's a
the
cult movie.
screenings and this and
Yeah.
this, and then finally, actually,
You went to one of the screenings?
No, I didn't go. Didn't we?
Well, you can't just watch it alone. That's not the
That's
point.
how I do all my movies.
But that's not how you watch the.
If I have to watch a movie that requires me to watch with a group every time I watch it, I'm not interested.
Oh no, that's why. Why would you watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show alone? The
Well,
whole
because we had
point.
to research.
No. The whole point of it is that you go to watch it and with the shadow cast, and like everybody does the call and responses, and there are people dressed up, and there's like the virgin sacrifice, and that's like
I don't wanna do any of that.
That's the point of the
I don't wanna
film.
do any
It's
of that.
not a good film on its own. It becomes the story becomes
it's meant
the,
to be
the
an
community and the
interactivity.
viewing experience.
I don't want to do any of that.
But then there was no point in watching it. Though.
I still haven't seen it, so I'm not.
Well, we
gonna
watched it because we had to
There's no
research
point
it for
watching it.
we had to
Like,
research it
that's
for a
not-
podcast.
But you didn't research it properly then. Because the point isn't the movie. The point is seeing it in the community experience.
But that's not what the conversation of the podcast was. So to do all that would have just been a waste of time.
Like
We were just connecting Tim Curry movies
to talk about the film as a film.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you can't. The film doesn't exist on its own as a film. The film exists within the context of the shadow cast.
But that's like saying no film exists on its own. Every film exists whatever
no,
the context
specifically for
is.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, but I could make that argument about any movie
No,
ever.
you definitely couldn't do
Absolutely
that.
could. Give me a movie.
No.
A Bug's Life? The thing about A Bug's Life is that it was a huge risk for Pixar. You can't talk about A Bug's Life unless you talk about the context of the history of when that movie
No,
came
it's
out.
about. But do you have to
1998.
watch Bug's Life in a certain context?
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
You
don't
have to have a
watch it.
childlike mentality.
Okay, have you?
You
seen,
have to
have you
appreciate
seen
animated
the Rocky Horror
films.
Picture Show?
You got to know about Dave
Have
Foley
you?
and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Of course I have. But Erica,
Have
you're
you seen it?
ignoring-
Have you seen it
Yeah.
with the shadow cast?
No.
Okay, then you haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
But have you seen A Bug's Life? Have you seen it?
There are two kinds of people in the world, those with guns and those that dig. You dig.
Those with guns and those that dig.
Those
you
with
dig?
guns and those who dig. You dig? Is that also Blazing Saddles? Or Pulp Fiction?
Sounds like a Tarantino line.
Right? It does.
Yeah.
a little bit.
It does.
Zed's dead, honey.
Oh, hey, Whitney, thanks for joining us finally.
Wait, what's the movie?
Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
Nice.
But you're not. I mean, you're
Let me
not
throw out
supposed
right now,
to
Phantom of the Paradise is
judge
fucking-
the film on how.
It's okay. Let's move on. I don't think any of us are interested in actually
but
liking
you
the
guys-
movie.
It's
Phantom
not
of Paradise?
like what I'm saying is that you haven't actually seen Rocky Horror
Well,
Picture Show.
you're arguing a
camera.
Hector, let's watch Chronicles.
Okay. Young Michael B. Jordan looks the same.
This is only 2012.
I want to do it. Dude, I don't want to do it. Okay, are you ready? Come on, do it.
A cautious young fellow named Lodge had seat belts installed in his Dodge. When his date was strapped in, he committed a sin without even leaving the garage. That's clever, isn't it?
That sounds creepy.
I don't know.
It's got to be
that
some
one.
horror movie. Yeah.
Oh God, I've heard that.
Is that Jeepers Creepers?
I don't
I don't
even.
know.
I don't
know.
even know
If
if
it's a
I'm
horror
100%
film, then I
sure if it's
definitely wouldn't
like
watch.
that deep of a horror.
What is it? Do you know,
Right.
Cameron?
No, I'm reading one of the ones someone's comment.
Oh, okay, great.
Come on, chat. We're stumped here.
Yeah, we didn't
didn't
get the
prove
last two.
It kind of feels, because it doesn't feel like a horror. Like it comes from a horror movie. It comes a boy and his
Boy
dog.
and his dog. What? A boy and his dog?
Nice. Cool. Very nice. 1975.
All right.
Dustin confirms it's a boy and his dog.
Great.
All right, let's continue this one.
Give me a countdown.
I will, I promise.
Son of a.
Are we rolling? I'm gonna get the gum. Pull it right out of his mouth.
Wait, why are you ready?
I got this one. Sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
She's just looking at it.
This is my theory, though, is that it's like a muscle.
Watch this. Dude! Holy crap!
That's why I think we're getting stronger, you know?
She thinks it's stolen.
Yes, it was the black guy this time.
He's working it out.
There's nothing stopping us.
Where are you going?
I'm sorry.
That's just some redneck. What the hell is this guy's problem?
I like to do that to a bunch of people in LA.
Was it an accident, Andrew? Andrew?
Akira.
I'm worried about Andrew. Listen to me. We can't screw around with this. It's too dangerous. Andrew, it's not a game. Andrew! Stop this right now!
It's making that sound.
What is that?
All right, dude, we're going inside.
Steve, wait up. Matt, look at this.
Holy.
Nice. And then they put up Facebook.com
Yep.
Chronicle.
Viral
Hashtag
marketing.
Chronicle.
So
Viral
good.
marketing.
What are you capable of?
I love
young
just
people?
the way that it escalates is so good. Because at first it seems like a film about like some teenage guys who get superpowers and they're being jerks, and then it just escalates so well. It's great storytelling in that trailer.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, actually based on Akira, what does that mean? Iterator 5 as asking, wait, is this actually based on Akira? I don't know what Max Landis said about the script that he wrote. If he was like, oh yeah, it's definitely Akira, or if he's like, I fucking love Akira, so I put parts of that in. I mean, I don't know what he would say, but I don't know what the right answer is. Like, you watch it and it's clearly inspired by. It's not a remake. It's not a reimagining. They're not trying to make Akira for the modern day.
Right.
But
maybe inspired by events.
Yeah.
Maybe I still haven't seen the movie, so I don't know.
Ooh.
You haven't seen Chronicle?
No, I'm not.
I really like it.
Yeah. I know you really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So when they announced that Josh Trank was doing Fantastic Four,
that's why people
with
were
Michael
like,
B. Jordan,
cool.
I was super excited.
And then we saw how that turned
ended
out. All right, I think this is the last one suggested for the night.
Great. Hackers. Oh, great.
Hidden beneath the world we know.
Wait, was it this one or was it Hack the World?
Hackers.
Well, Hack the World is the
yeah.
tagline.
I'm taking over a TV network.
Finish up, honey. Get to sleep.
They're hackers.
Hackers penetrate and ravage private and publicly owned computer systems.
Hack the planet.
It's not just something they do.
Sure, this sweet machine's not going to waste.
Are you challenging me?
It's who they are.
I win, you wear a dress on our date.
And if I win, so do you.
They can crack any code.
So they hack into this computer
and get inside any system.
Hello? Mr. Gill, according to our records, you're dead.
I'm what?
But this time,
Come here, look at this.
It's some kind of virus.
Unless $5 million is transferred to the following account, I will capsize 5 oil tankers.
they just hacked the wrong guy.
Game's over.
Whoever wrote this needs somebody to take the fall.
He's about to commit the biggest crime.
You've created a virus
Indian guy
that's going to
from Short
cause a
Circuit.
worldwide disaster.
They fucked with the wrong character actor.
And documentary also working.
But it's the perfect cover.
We're being framed.
Can we be honest? I don't
Oh, he did the code?
Wow, we are fried. Okay,
produced
let's
the film.
nail it.
No,
You're not good enough to beat me. Yeah, maybe I'm not. But we are.
they're the only ones who can prevent a catastrophe.
I'm gonna stop this guy. They'll trace you like that. Are you nuts? Come at me!
Unlike any the world has ever seen.
Never send a boy to do a woman's job.
Hackers of the world unite. Cops on the building. I need more time. This is the end, my friend.
Enter the new world.
Oh, this one didn't get a
Can
shout out.
RJ Canuck says,
Oh.
can we hear Cameron's opinion on Phantom of the Paradise before his rant? Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Cameron?
If we get there.
Am I at the random? What?
Is it really?
Oh,
We get it?
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This one,
Hackers.
Dang, that was fast. Okay.
Hackers.
Johnny Lee Miller.
Wow. Online this summer.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That
that's gonna be
cheesy
a-
90s
That's gonna
look
be a skip
is,
for me, guys.
have you-
wanted to hear your opinion on Phantom of the Paradise before your rant.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know when your rant starts.
Okay.
Cut to Cam Cam.
Cut to the
Cam
rice
Cam.
cooker.
Hello.
This was a bad idea, everybody. He loves this. This is a bad idea.
I think Phantom of the Paradise is great. Scream Factory put out a fantastic 2-disc Blu-ray, which I think is definitely worth getting. It's a comedy. Brian De Palma, I think, made a very funny film. He's often thought of as more of a serious director at this point, for obvious reasons, but I think it's actually very funny to the point where a lot of the people who signed up to do Carrie signed up because they thought Carrie was going to be a comedy based off Phantom of the Paradise. The soundtrack by Paul Williams is amazing. Paul Williams in the movie, I think, is great. I think it's a very, very funny movie. And yeah, if you're somebody who's into Rocky Horror seems like the easy answer, but I also say films like The Forbidden Zone or Rock and Roll High School. I think Phantom of the Paradise is certainly a Must watch. It's very fun, big and theatrical, and it is 70s. But if you're somebody who digs that kind of stuff, I think it's worth that. And Space Ranting, was it as good as The Godfather? Yes. Yes, it was. Now for the rant. So there is a known internet personality. I won't call him out. I'll say his name is
oh my god,
Sriss Kuxman. And he put out a tweet recently, and he said, Adam Driver said something interesting. Wouldn't it be great if Episode 8 just didn't put out a trailer and the movie just came out? Wouldn't that be revolutionary? Wouldn't that be daring? Well, here's a daring thought. Don't watch the fucking thing when it comes out. Maybe just go see the movie. Or here's another thought process. There's a whole series of films like that come out all the time. They're straight to DVD, or independent films, or art films, or documentaries, or foreign films. There might be a trailer, but it's going to be fairly hard to find. You really have to dig around for it. There's a wonderful independent cinema by my house, and I think there's a new Juliette Binoche movie there probably every week. I haven't seen a trailer. I can just go right in and experience that. Oh, but it's not a big budget superhero movie or a Star Wars movie. That's what makes it a revolutionary idea. See, here's the thing. Cinema doesn't only matter if it has a big budget in it. It's all worldwide. You can go see all kinds of different movies by all kinds of different people. And here's the thing, especially if you're an internet person talking about movies, you should. Or, we can just all sit around and say, this person was cast in Star Wars. Will they be good? I don't know. Do you think they'll be good? They might be good. They might be bad. What did you think of this movie they were in? It was good. I didn't like it. I did like it. And that's what happened in the casting of the new Star Wars movie.
What is that noise?
Did I win something?
That's it. That's the end of the camera. That's the end of the camera.
And here's your brand new car.
And I don't hate Marvel. I love Doctor Strange. I thought it was great.
Yeah. 14 followers away from 20,000 followers, you guys. Click
14.
that
That's
heart.
it. Just hit that follow button. It's
Click
that
that
easy.
heart.
Doesn't cost you anything. Just hit that follow button.
Oh,
Lord.
All right.
Really? Adam Driver said that? Really?
Yeah. They should come out with a trailer.
I mean, I know tons of people that didn't watch any trailers for Force Awakens.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There were quite a few people who were like, I don't want to know anything.
I was like, go back and watch them after.
Yeah,
And they're like,
exactly.
oh, I will.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Oh,
But-
Christ, that's
all right,
funny.
let's get
Just
into
make good trailers.
Lord.
the actual trailers now. Woo! All right. XX.
We've got a little info about this one.
Oh
guys.
yeah, is this the compilation?
What's in the box?
Present.
Can I see?
Whoa, that
Danny.
guy's eye.
Stop being so nosy.
It's okay.
He's gonna grab his eye.
I don't think anyone's been up here in a really long time.
Maybe it's cursed.
Your son tore my daughter's fingernails off.
You're not going to punish him?
What the fuck?
Listen, you gotta eat something. It's been 3 days, buddy.
Not hungry.
Yeah.
Something's happening to Andy. Something just terrible.
You're not getting up from this table until you eat that pizza. Do you understand me? Just eat! If you don't eat, eventually you'll die.
So?
Box. Birthday party. Is it 20 or XX?
It's XX because
XX.
2 chromosomes.
Ah, ladies.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's dope.
XX.
That looks so cool.
Freaking.
I really
cool.
want to see the box, and I would be in for the rest of them. But that what is it? The upside down? Because we just went camping, so I'm like, fuck that. Here's how you go camping. You camp with other people around.
Yeah,
That's what
you
we
camp-
learned. That's what we learned.
We did a lot of research on where we went camping.
We
and
were out.
like, fuck,
we
you
were
never
out
go out by
in-
yourself.
in Death Valley, and I looked up an article like trying to find the statistics of how many people actually die in Death Valley per year. Right? I'm curious
It's
about
like
that kind
2.
of stuff. And yeah, it's like 2, and they die from like heat exhaustion because they
Not being
go.
prepared.
They didn't prepare, but it's also they didn't tell people where they were going.
Tell the
They were
story
like,
about the family.
Simple.
The German family.
They're simple. They're still like a family of 4 German tourists a man and a woman and 2 kids that are still technically missing from 13 years. They died like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Because they were in like a remote section of this huge, And so watching this trailer, I'm like, when it started with a guy going, I don't think anybody's been up here for a long time. I'm like, why the fuck are you camping there then? Go camp with other people, you idiot.
This looks great and really interesting. I will not be seeing it because horror films.
I guess you don't support female filmmakers, Erica.
Not if they're gonna make creepy movies.
Erica. Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
And watch these movies.
No.
Do it.
I disagree with Erica.
No.
I don't think that just dudes should be allowed to make horror, so I'm definitely going to check it out.
Great.
I don't agree with you, Erica. I don't know.
There is actually a film festival in Los Angeles called Etheria Film Night that is all like female directors. I think oftentimes they'll have like horror and sci-fi by women, and they're really great, really really stories. I went and I saw one of the horror nights before I knew that it was going to be a horror night. Somebody was like, somebody was just like, hey, let's go to a film festival where it's like all these short films by women. And I'm like, that sounds great. It wasn't great. It was super great, but also horrifying.
But did you see it with the fan cast?
I mean, okay, going back to that though, for real though, it's a movie that exists really only exists to this day because
20th
of the
Century Fox
communal
wanted to make money
experience
off of a famous
watching-
musical.
It's not a great movie.
Yeah.
No, and for Bug's Life, you don't like Bug's Life exists on its own.
Erica, next
merit.
trailer.
Erica,
Next trailer,
I was
Erica.
just teasing you. We all understand.
Look, an Asian
that.
baby. Look.
Yeah, look at that Asian baby.
What is this?
Ooh, I heard about this. Who directed this?
It's called Untitled. What?
Oh, there better be a boogeyman in this.
Better be somebody reach around the pillow.
No!
The Bye-Bye Man. I think this movie's called The Widescreen Man.
Interesting.
Huh.
Is that it?
It looks like
That
you're
gave us
blinking. What was the
nothing.
movie? What was it
It's
called?
called Untitled.
Originally titled For Torture Witness, but now listed as untitled. The description for the video is currently in our near future.
It's the A24 sci-fi, the mystery one. Yeah.
Dude, I love these like super brainy.
So they did Spring Breakers, they
I
did The
heard about
Witch, they did Moonlight, they did Swiss
Yeah.
Army
I mean,
Man,
A-
Under Skin.
Yeah, A24
Interesting.
has just been killing it in terms of picking up indie projects.
Of all the movies that they have done so far, I did see. I gotta rewatch Spring Breakers, but I did see a majority of that movie. I haven't seen Witch, Under the Skin, and I just got Swiss Army Man.
Which is on Amazon Prime. You should check it out.
What is?
Which the Vitch.
Oh, The Witch, yeah.
The Vitch.
I think it's on Netflix.
I think
too,
that's
or
Cameron's
just-
number one movie of the
on
year,
Amazon,
right,
Amazon,
Cam?
yeah.
Number one movie of the year.
What did the chat room think about that one? I'm really curious to see what they thought.
Yeah.
I love trailers that are like this because you literally don't know what the hell you're walking into.
Exactly.
Gavin,
You're
you
just
said
gonna roll the
86.
dice and be like, well, I hope it's good.
Is it Japanese short though?
Is it short? Is
I
it?
don't.
Ex Machina though?
Ex Machina though.
I don't want to be the guy that after saying like they need to make trailers that don't give away the whole story and just like do a good job, then I'm gonna be like, I
Were
need
you
to see
intrigued by it?
another trailer. Maybe I need to watch it again. Yes, but also just between that and like I haven't finished. It reminded me of like Donald Glover's Atlanta, just because of the cool widescreen thing. I'm like, I need to let me watch all of Atlanta first, and then maybe I'll be interested in that. Yeah,
Looks like the chat room said pass. How, wow, I thought they would be a
25
little more
pass.
intrigued.
I'm super intrigued
That's
by
what
it.
it.
That's what I like
that's what I love about
yeah.
And the fact
Yeah.
that A24 is really killing it in terms of
A24,
sci-fi.
if you're a sci-fi fan,
Yeah.
then like me, I'm like, well, I like the company and I like sci-fi.
Exactly.
Give them a shot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
But if you're
But
not
there's nothing to
connected
connect
those
and
two things,
Right.
yeah.
then it looks like this dumb commercial.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it
is this
does give
is this
off
an
that
Apple
commercial
commercial for an iPhone?
And that's what
Maybe.
people said about a thing that they released for Atlanta. But like, I connected with some of the promo material for Atlanta, and I was like, I don't know what. And then I watched the first episode and connected
Right.
to it. So.
I'm not watching. Is this? Are you kidding me?
Oh, the next movie is called Clowntergeist. Let's play it.
Oh yeah. All right.
Do it.
Play.
Do it.
You know, I'm surprised you're still here. I would have thought you'd gone home for the summer.
Oh, no.
Clowntergeist.
Summer class.
I'll bet you didn't know how sleepy this town gets once all the college kids go home.
Attention customers. The local police have issued an 11 o'clock curfew, so be sure to get home quickly and safely.
What's the curfew for?
A manhunt.
Call the sheriff. Why? The guy that they're looking for, I think he was here. Here right now? No, last night in my room.
I did this.
Yes.
Left balloons just like that with my daughter. Date and time written on that balloon. That's when she was killed. Did you get a good look at him last night?
He was dressed like a...
Like a clown.
Guys.
He's demonic. He's possessed, but there was never an exorcism. It's a paranormal shitstorm, but physically he's still here.
So if we shoot him...
If he moves his body, and he's dead.
That sounds risky.
Give me more! Give me more! Girl, look out.
No.
Our
Got your
balloon's
phone.
gonna fly out.
Yeah, itself. Directed by doesn't matter.
Directed by
It's
Moving
called
Along.
Clowntergeist. Please watch. That's all that matters.
Clowntergeist.
Guys, that looks so. Erica,
coming
how
out
are
this
you
year.
legit scared by that? That
yeah,
looks
how are you
so
scared of
bad.
that?
It looks so
It is
bad.
terrible, but also, do you know I have to check the back seat of my car every
Sure.
night before I get in there
Because of-
I don't know when a clown's gonna be in the back seat.
0%. 0% of the
I
time.
can
Zero.
guarantee you
A
0%
total
of the
percent
time.
zero.
I get.
Nope, I do. Zero.
I get the back.
You can never be 100% sure. Never.
Yes, you can.
Pretty
Sure
sure.
can. Sure can.
Yes, you can.
You know
You
how
know
many times
what?
Batman's gonna be in the backseat of my car? Zero. Another guy
Zero,
in a
yeah.
costume. 0%. Not gonna happen.
But
This
a killer, sure.
This fall, my former dorm room was haunted by clowns.
Nope, ghosts aren't real. 0% didn't happen.
I just watching that thing. I was like, okay, clowns can be scary if it's Stephen King's It.
Right.
Right.
Because he turns into other things.
Right. But like thinking about that, those stupid people that were dressing up like clowns and terrorizing people. If I got like cornered in a parking lot or a parking structure at night by a guy dressed as a clown and seeing that thing, I would be like, "The fuck are you doing? Get away from me!"
I would legit
Right.
What the
Right.
what the
stab
fuck's the matter with you?
somebody.
Like it's like
Yeah.
a guy. Like
Yeah.
it's a guy. Like
It's a guy and a clown.
That's when Hector gets hard.
Yo, clowny, get the fuck out
What
of
up, bitch?
here!
Hey, bitch! He gets all tough.
yeah, I'm like, I can take a clown.
Hey! Take
That's
a big
when I
red
get hard.
honking nose out of here.
Get your big ass shoes out of here.
Anyone
But
who's
ca- but-
insane enough to dress up as a clown
But
is
camping,
like
I'm
even
like-
scarier than a ghost.
Well, I know what I'm dressing up as for Halloween, kids.
Next episode.
It's just
Next
so.
episode, we're all gonna show up as clowns.
If the guy looked like that, who was just like this like chubby guy when a shitty, I got blue goo in my mouth. I'll put some goop in your mouth. Get out of here. If it's Tim Curry again
Next.
as it, like
Next.
okay.
Listen, Barnum and Bailey's is closing down. There's a lot of out-of-work clowns coming.
I
Yep.
hate it. I hate it so
Yep.
much.
They're all gonna
I
be
hate
looking
it
for
so
work.
much.
Can
And,
I to sit in the back of this girl's car?
No.
They do it in their off time, Cameron. They
I'm
just sit in the
scared
back of people's
that
cars.
if like I actually come across a surprise clown, I will legit kill somebody. Like I'm worried.
I'm getting sweaty back here.
That would be so sad.
Keeps running.
That would be so sad.
Running.
How long is that goddamn shoot that she's on?
You guys, it would be so sad
Go!
if Erica went to jail because she killed a guy dressed as a clown.
I would.
We were like, no, Erica, you
You
went.
won't see me like react
I would not be
violently.
surprised.
You
I
went
would
to
not
a
be surprised.
carnival. It was a guy just like a clown, and
My
you
friend
killed him.
snuck up on me with a Five Nights at Freddy's mask at Halloween, and I punched punched him in the face.
That's your issue, girl. That's your friend.
Yeah.
Eric, I'm afraid that your rational and irrational fears are literally impeding on you living your life. Like I worry that you have to go on Maury or something. Like you have to work through this because it's literally gonna like be a detriment to your life. You're gonna kill somebody. You're gonna you punched your friends.
Hurt somebody. I don't.
She's got so much stuff in the back seat.
What are all these books and games she got back here?
Oh, my back.
I'll play some clown
We all gotta clean our
while I'm
cars.
at it, y'all.
Remember that time that Zach scared me with a clown mask and I actually
He's
keeled
getting it
over?
right now. Zach's getting the clown mask
Here he
right
comes.
now.
He's coming right around the corner.
There's so many costumes back here.
What's this clown mask she's got back here?
That's
All right,
so
let's
funny.
move
All
on.
right, let's watch the next
This
trailer.
isn't
Hi,
worth the
boy.
$5 I'm guessing.
And with no end in sight to this wave of crime.
Everyone knows you fancy Lucy since forever.
Hey, Tom, come by later, yeah?
Sure. Lucy?
That was from Spider-Man.
You were very lucky. Firm fragments here and here missed the temporal lobe.
Will there be side effects?
If anything unusual happens, I want you to let me know straight away.
Now some boys staring at me.
Is it just like AR? It's just.
He gets shot, and he ends up with those powers.
Never been the victim.
Should have done something.
Yeah, he got 4G LTE.
Motherfucker switched to AT&T.
They were there. What are you talking about? Lucy.
Oh, I know what he is. He played young Magneto in X-Men First Class.
I heard there was some sort of vigilante or something. He's trying to take on the gangs.
Got ya.
You don't call the devil, then get upset when he turns up.
Where? Oh, where is Lucy?
I'm gonna burn your world down.
They won't get away with it.
Okay, he becomes like a superhero with like.
He becomes Google.
What is it? The HoloLens power.
The fucking iPhone is basically.
Yeah.
Right.
Have an iPhone.
He's an eye.
Boy.
Oh, that
Oh
date's
shit, son.
terrible.
Whoa.
A special kid.
Dude, it looks cool. It's like Chronicle meets
Yeah.
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot meets Attack the Block. Attack the Block was like a cool genre movie set in a UK neighborhood that I don't know anything about that way of life. And I'm watching this and I'm like, that's what that reminds me of.
So the premise, obviously the premise is written down that he gets basically the power of the phone. So it's like, did you try to use the phone as defense and fragments of the phone went into your brain and it fused with your brain?
Oh, maybe.
Sure,
Is that
why
what we're
not?
trying to do? Is that what we're trying to do?
I
here?
mean, that's my ideal. Like, I hope to eventually get an AR implant soon, like within the next 10 years.
No thanks.
I'm gonna pass.
Right,
on
we
that.
had this discussion.
reading
Yeah,
Ready
right.
Player One right now. No thanks. I'll
gonna
pass.
pass on
Super into
all
that.
People are scared
saying
of clowns. She's gonna inject herself with a robot, idiot.
People are saying, what if you get a clown virus? Don't do it, Eric. If you get a clown virus, you say everybody's a clown.
See, well, you know, with AR, once we get AR, we are gonna be able to have avatars overlaid onto of what we want to look like.
So a clown.
People's stuff. Why would you choose
like
a
it.
clown?
Netflix hasn't failed yet. Oh man, ask how that Rob Schneider sitcom is.
Yeah.
What?
That's even, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Or those Adam Sandler films.
I
I
don't
didn't know that was
Oh,
a thing.
yeah.
El Ronan, you a big fan of that series Lilyhammer? Big fan of that Lilyhammer?
It looks like an interesting concept. I don't know how good the execution will be.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
This is the director's second movie, and I guess the last movie that he did was had a theatrical release and then was on VOD and
Cool.
DVD. So,
I would Netflix it, sure, man. I got
Yeah,
Netflix
I'll give
already.
it a
When
couple
was
episodes.
Netflix?
Oh wait, it's a movie, huh?
a
I'll give
movie.
it a few minutes of a watch.
Yeah.
See what's up.
I'll put it on.
yeah,
Put
I
on.
probably would.
Put
I would start
on.
it and see if it was good enough to like sit through the whole thing.
Looks like Netflix is 27, passes 24% in the chat room.
Yeah.
Split right down the middle. Well,
Huh.
kind of right down
We're
the
the
middle.
California Highway Patrol.
Don't worry, it's a trailer for the trailer.
Without us out there,
Fuck the trailer.
come on, what the? Someone could get hurt.
Land the second time. Here we go. Official trailer. Chips. Good start. Good song.
We're the California Highway Patrol. This job is crucial. Without us out there,
Come on, what?
someone could get hurt.
California Highway Patrol think they have some crooked cops. They want you to go on the inside.
Go undercover within the department? That's awesome.
We put you with a rookie named John Baker.
So who am I playing?
Francis Llewellyn Poncherello.
Are the first two female names?
John, I like you. You remind me of my husband.
He is really handsome.
You've had 23 surgeries. You can ride a motorcycle, I'll give you that.
Yes, ma'am. Like a mother.
No.
What's up? I'm John.
Poncherello.
Awesome, man. We're partners. Let's kick this off with the real thing.
Oh, dude.
If you're homophobic or whatever, that's cool.
No. You think I'm homophobic?
John Baker? The Baker?
CHP.
Pretty badass. Being all suited up for battle.
What, looking like UPS drivers? Super cool. Go Brown, right?
This job is my one shot at saving my marriage.
What are you wearing?
My uniform.
It's like you're 3 beers too intimate.
I'm a tough motorcycle cop. I got no emotion.
What's your job?
Find the dirty cops.
Check it. You're FBI.
Yep. Hey, we need to focus.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm just like kind of powerless when it comes to yoga pants, you know?
Let's get you out of this parking lot. You have a visible erection. You think you can ride with that?
I don't know.
We don't know who in this department is in on this. We're like Jay-Z and Beyonce. We are ride or die.
I'm Jay-Z.
We're in pursuit.
What's your 20?
I'm northbound. Punch is southbound.
You screw up this case, you're fired. You got a legitimate lead.
Oh! We have a suspect's head. That's a victory.
Nasty. I was just damn nasty.
I need to get into some warm water.
I'm not gonna carry you there.
I saved your life
Oh
yesterday.
my God, I knew you were gonna bring it up.
Grab me and get it over
Fine.
with. Did you face
Wow, he's
plant
like-
in my...
No. There was no contact.
I could have sworn
The screeners
I
are
felt
like
either your nose or your
terrified
lips.
of homosexuality.
It might have been like a little bit of contact.
He comes around.
Yeah.
Guys, I got real mixed feelings about this one.
Yeah,
Can I be real?
do.
Can I be real?
What?
I got.
I know one of the feelings. What's the other one?
I for real have wanted a Chips movie since I was a little kid and knew that Chips was a thing.
Yeah.
Because Chips was this iconic 70s fun buddy cop show that featured Eric Estrada as he was young, sure, but like a Mexican character, like a Mexican guy. And it felt like for a lot of pop culture, especially TV, the 70s was like, you got Eric Estrada, you got original Freddie Prinze, and then it was like, you got to wait till the late 90s, early 2000s for the George Lopez show. Like
Yeah.
George Lopez has brought this up in his stand-up where it's like, for a little bit in pop culture, Mexicans were making some strides and then back to,
Done.
you
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
cholo
yeah.
status for all of the 80s and 90s. So when I was a kid and I learned that this was a show, I'd never seen an episode. I don't, you know, but I was like, what a great idea. Just do a movie about the California Highway Patrol. That's essentially, because I grew up with Baywatch. That's like Baywatch. This over-the-top, fun, like the California Highway Patrol have to solve a murder. That's not their job. They're California Highway Patrol. Like they pull over speeders is what they do.
Yeah.
But I saw the potential in it as like a movie, as a comedy. The fact that they were doing Starsky and Hutch and all these other things before they ever got to Chips, I'm like, where's Chips? It was supposed to be a movie for years with Wilmer Valderrama. Danny Masterson, I think, may have, and they did this bit on that 70s show. Like for a long time, it was like Hollywood was always playing with it. Like we're gonna make Chips, and I'm like, just make a movie with a cool Mexican character for once. You know, have an Eric Estrada cameo in there, all of that stuff. The fact that 21 Jump Street came out, I think, is what made this greenlit.
Probably,
which is for better
probably.
or worse. Like for better because finally, it got greenlit. For worse is it seems like a real clone of it, and we got Pass, which is
51
such a
for
bummer.
Pass.
51 for
Yeah,
Pass.
that looks
The other mixed feelings I have about it is that I fucking
terrible.
love Michael Pena.
Yep.
I think he's a massively underrated actor. I think he was a fantastic in the biopic Cesar Chavez that nobody saw. I think he's hilarious and he steals every movie he's in. And another cop comedy movie he was in that I thought he was legitimately amazing in as his character was Observe and Report. That Seth Rogen rated our movie that nobody watched.
Yeah,
and I
it's great.
implore you to see it. It's so fucked up. It's so great. It's up there with Bad Santa. It's up there with those movies that people
I like that movie.
Like Observe and Report was so damn funny, and his character was outstanding and a highlight. He's underrated as a comedic actor, a dramatic actor, everything, just underrated. He hasn't been a superhero yet. He's been in Ant-Man, but that's it. So like I have mixed feelings why I want this to be good for obvious reasons. I love Vincent D'Onofrio.
I heard Eric Estrada said that it was terrible.
The movie?
This movie.
Yeah,
He's
but
already
that
seen
guy,
Yeah. Yeah.
That guy,
he said it
kind
was
of a jerk.
a POS.
That fucking
apparently.
sucks. That sucks. And then the other thing that made me feel good was like, I don't think I'm on the Dax Shepard train, but I love Kristen Bell, his wife. But if this is
Their
if this is a
relationship is
movie,
pretty cute.
If this is a movie he directed, I'm like, maybe that he's directing it, like it could be good because he's hungry. Do you know what I mean?
The trailer was terrible just because none of the jokes landed.
No,
And the editing was really choppy, and none of that looked good at all. And it's a shame because it's such a fantastic cast. And as Hector said, it would be nice to see this property given the screen treatment, but.
You want to see Michael Pena play a cop
good.
really, really well? Go watch End of Watch with him and Jake Gyllenhaal.
There you go. He's done it already comedically
So
and
fucking good.
dramatically. Yeah.
Well, also the thing too in the show, Chips, Ponch, who Michael Pena was playing, was the cool ladies man.
Yeah.
And
Right,
Dax
right.
Shepard, who's directing this movie, decided to make his character the cool ladies man.
Yeah.
And the Mexican is the guy who's scared of dick, and the serious one.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
The straight
also
man.
Dax Shepard put no less than 3 dick jokes in that trailer.
Oh yeah,
You know,
it was
which
all
means
dick
there's
jokes.
maybe hopefully maximum 3 dick jokes in the movie, but maybe there'll probably be more. Such a bummer.
Let's watch the original theme song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of the Chips.
Why not?
They need this song in it.
You know the song
I
is part of my
assume that they'll do a remix for the credits.
Me and my dad used to get together and watch this show.
It could have been so great.
Check out them LA freeways way back in the day.
California Highway Patrol. And a little eye.
Another left. Chips.
Oh, I didn't.
Maggie Helmet says, my friend and I sang this aloud when we first got our motorcycles. Larry Wilcox. I don't even remember the white guy, Larry Wilcox. Yep. Eric Estrada.
You know the
Super
movie.
dope.
You know the movie's gonna end with that scene, and it's gonna be Michael Pena gave up his job at the FBI to stay on the California Highway Patrol
And
or
stay with his
something.
buddy.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Jesus
Next one.
Christ.
Next
one.
trailer.
Everyone's trying to be 21 Jump Street, but the thing you're missing is Lord and Miller.
Yep.
And they have way too many.
And they
penis
try to
jokes.
replace him with Dax Shepard.
and penis jokes.
Oh, bummer.
As you can see, there's no string at all.
This actually.
Oh, wait. I think I saw this.
You can grab it,
I
Holly.
saw a trailer of this.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
I mean, a little. My dad passed a while back, and my mom passed last year. It's just me and my little sister Tina. Love of my life.
What's up? You have been doing good. I've been hearing there's a new supplier in the area. Homie moves into our backyard and starts selling like I don't exist. We're gonna pay him a little visit. Talk to him about etiquette. Sit down! What the?
But this is turning into something I would have never signed up for. I never thought it'd get dangerous. I just wish I could move Tina to a neighborhood with a better school, surrounded with better people.
You got my money?
Don't make so bad.
I gave you a job when you needed it most. I'm gonna kill you and every person you know.
What's happening?
Nothing you need to worry about. Just hard being a grown-up sometimes.
The actors from Beasts of the Southern Wild.
I have no idea how this happened.
I'm gonna help you figure this out.
Anyone can learn a trick. I can do something no one else can.
Oh my God.
With my penis.
I need more power.
And in this part of the trailer, you're like,
is it?
this is a superhero movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things in our lives that can trap us. But these barriers only exist if we let them. know, we can do whatever we want if we just believe we're able to.
I'm not really seeing Iron Man, but I'll give you Chronicle.
Yeah, I don't know where the Iron Man thing
Chronicle,
is.
but
It's like they were like Chronicle meets Guardians of the Galaxy. No, that's just a superhero Marvel
unless
thing.
there's a piece of the movie that we're not seeing.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
in
there is.
Afghanistan. You're right. Yeah.
I know, right?
I don't know. The concept seemed interesting, but I don't know about the whole
Execution.
Sundance last year, apparently.
Positive feature?
Yeah.
Were there companies bidding for it?
It already was purchased.
Interesting.
That's good.
Well, at Sundance.
Yeah?
Did overall well.
Interesting.
I don't. Yeah, the trailer wasn't the best, but I'm really intrigued by the story, so I would be interested in at least renting it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing a WWE Films logo. I'm like, where the hell's John Cena? Where's Randy Orton? Where's the Skip. 3. Vote 3.
I could go for a John Cena
If
cameo.
I see that logo, I expect some WWE superstars.
Exactly.
Or at
Maybe
least
that's
some
the plot
divas.
twist. He gets a suit and he has to fight John Cena.
Maybe he becomes a professional wrestler.
At the
Maybe.
end,
Big Show in there.
Vince McMahon shows up at the end. He's like, "I've got a proposition for you, kid," and it just cuts.
Let me tell you about the WWE.
Scuba Diver 56 just subscribed with Good Prime. Thank you for
Welcome.
subscribing.
Welcome to this wonderful show. All right, next trailer.
10 followers away from 20K.
And then 5 Steam Ks.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's a warning, Erica.
Just cover your eyes right now, Erica.
Yeah.
I want to listen to this.
My child died. I need to speak to him.
Once I complete your
Oh, he's
circle,
performing some
no one
crazy
can leave till the
rituals.
invocation's done. This is your last chance to vacate.
Don't do that.
Do it.
You do know what we're taking on.
I was told it was based on the Kabbalah.
We're doing something much darker. Drink it.
When are we going to know that it started?
You'll see it soon enough.
Why isn't it working?
Oh, this is interesting. She's the guy.
It's Clown.
I promise you, I will let you talk to your child.
But first, you've got to fight the devil.
So much.
There was no kid, Erica.
Have you told me everything?
I've told you the truth. Now tell me, where is God?
No, God.
Oh, yo, she's talking to the devil.
No, don't open the door! Don't cross the line!
It's not your son.
It could be.
Your baby in hell.
A dark soul. That looks well made.
Yeah, it does.
Great.
Yeah, the
At first I
visuals
was-
look interesting.
At first, I thought the horror was going to be that there is no supernatural elements, and like this guy was just fucking with her.
Right.
You know, like why isn't it working? It's like you have to believe, and it's just 2 months of torture.
Right. Just like psychological torture.
Yeah, but then when
Yeah.
demon shit started to show up, I was like, okay, that's cool too.
I guess that's
All right,
okay.
that shit's scary. That
Skip.
shit's scary.
God, January's just.
What does the chat room say on that one? It looks like there's a lot of twos.
Yeah.
And it did very well at Fantastic Fest, which isn't necessarily a good measure of whether it's a good movie because it's so genre focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to show, this film supposedly shows that there's like, in this world, magic costs blood.
Beautiful.
It's super
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Great.
That's great.
Good.
I think
Totally gonna watch
that was the thing that I liked about that trailer was it was just trying to show you something a little bit different, a little more like
It didn't look
something
like-
similar but a
Man,
little
Winter
twist
was
on
past.
It
it.
didn't look like your standard
Right.
horror film.
Yeah.
Or
It
like
didn't.
exorcism
Right, right.
film.
Right. Just like when we saw the Witch trailer, we were like, "Oh shit! Like that looks different from everything else we've seen."
Yeah.
So this is on a different tone than even that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that one. Oof. All right, next one, Manifesto.
That made my butt cheeks pucker up real
He
good.
tightened up real
Wow,
quick.
that's-
I went, "Oh!"
Yeah, the story behind this one is interesting.
All that is solid melts into air. To put out a manifesto, you must want ABC to fulminate against 1, 2, 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. All current art is fake.
To the electric chair with Shogun.
Nothing is original, okay? So you can steal from anywhere that resonates with inspiration and fuels your imagination, okay?
In my glorious isolation, I am illuminated by the marvelous incandescence of my electrically charged nerves.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out if I love Kate Blanchett enough
to watch that.
I do.
So she
to hang
plays-
out for this art project.
Yeah, it's an art installation where she plays 13 different characters.
Yeah.
It's going to premiere at Sundance. It was shot over a span of 12 days in 2014.
I don't know. She's fantastic.
Exponential
It's-
acting.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you got to be along for the ride to just watch her be an actor.
Gotta be in a mood.
I think.
Question for Cameron.
Yeah, go for it, bud.
Cameron, this is does this remind you of the movie Split with James McAvoy in that it feels like a mod audition?
No.
Okay. This is something classier, right?
That was classier, but the thing about it is like with Split's supposed to be like the whole thing is like it's a supernatural thing and all this other stuff. This is clearly an art film. You know, it's one of those things where I'm interested. I don't know if that means it'll be good or not. It might not be good. There's a lot of films that are. It comes down to whether it's pretentious or not. Is the filmmaker trying to say
I mean,
something? If the
super
filmmaker
is,
trying
but
to,
it could still be good.
If the filmmaker is trying to say something, and whether it's success or not, but he's actually trying to say something and go for something, then great, and maybe it'll be a really cool movie and interesting film to talk about. However, if it's like one of these things where he's like, I'm gonna make something so deep, I'm gonna put one actor in the whole thing, that's pretentious and it's bullshit. So it could go either way, but that interests me. Like,
I love that line. Art requires truth, not sincerity.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. It's totally pretentious and like an art piece, but she could still be amazing in it, and it could still be good and interesting and saying something.
I think that's why I'm interested in it, to see if it is one way or the other.
Yeah.
To see what,
I think that's what they're kind of banking on. Like the art people are really going to be into it for art's sake, and then us who are maybe not so into it just to watch it out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Teenage girl stuff says that's a hella generic art quote. Hector. Okay, teenage girl stuff. Sorry, I don't know about teenage girl stuff.
Sorry.
Cool.
That's not your universe, Hector.
Yeah.
All right. My life is a zucchini.
My friends
Final
went to go see
trailer
this.
of the night.
Elle était gentille avec toi, ta maman?
Elle buvait beaucoup de bière, mais elle faisait de la bonne purée et puis des fois on rigolait.
Bon, écoute, je vais t'emmener dans un endroit avec d'autres enfants comme toi, sans papa et sans maman.
Je vous présente Icar.
Mon nom c'est Courgette. Moi je dirais plutôt patate vu sa tête. Oh, t'as vu comme il vole! Lâche ça! Mais tu fais quoi si je lâche pas? Tu veux pas me dire pourquoi t'es là, toi? Si tu veux, je peux même te dire pour les autres.
Elle est où ta mère?
Elle est partie avec un monsieur.
Et ton père?
Il est en prison. On est tous pareils. Y a plus personne pour nous aimer. Et la nouvelle, raconte-nous un peu pourquoi t'es ici. Mais si on se fait prendre... Oh, tu veux savoir ou pas? Oui. Et elle a des yeux qui font un petit peu mal au ventre. Celle qui m'a amenée l'autre jour. C'est une vraie sorcière, je te jure. je te laisserai pas partir. Allez, bataille de boules de neige, vite, c'est lourd. Bon, allez, file-moi ça.
Would make you so proud. Oh my god. Oh my god, I 100% am gonna see this film.
Désolée.
Oui, j'aime pas les flics, oui, je sais.
Oui, je sais.
That looks amazing, and I love stop motion so much. That looks amazing.
That looks like legit stop motion, like with everything being practical. No like CG added to it very much,
and not like 3D printed every face.
Right?
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Which is cool too, but like
right, that's a legit.
Like they had a budget. They're like, oh, we only have so much clay. We can only make this movie. What about this scene? We got to cut it. We don't have enough clay.
Yeah, that looks great.
I 100% want to
for a
see that in the
Golden Globe.
theaters.
Yeah. 9 shortlisted, considered for the 89th Academy Awards. Produced by Blue Spirit Animation, based in Paris. These French animators know what's up, man.
Right?
They're good stuff. Oh,
so good.
All right, so that was trailer time, y'all. Woo!
That's it. That's it.
That was it.
At least there was one trailer that I was super excited about tonight.
The clown one, right?
Yeah.
The clown one. Clowntergeist. That's excited for. All right, Adam,
let's
give us
see.
a list of.
So, results for theater 17, Netflix rent 26, pass 11.
Yeah,
Pass
all right.
11. Dang. All right.
You know, reminded me of the Little Prince.
Yeah.
Which was ended up on Netflix, and that's where I watched it, and I loved it. And I was like, man, I would have definitely seen this in theaters, but I'm glad that I saw it here. If it ends up on something like that, I'll definitely rent it if I miss it in theaters.
When it's international movies, I have to see them multiple times. Once so I can watch it because I have to pay attention to what's happening.
Yeah.
And the second time I go back and actually watch the movie.
Yeah.
Because I thought the animation looked really, really good.
The animation looks fantastic.
So good.
And then when it's a different language, it's kind of a disservice, like to have to split your time. But I mean, giving it a couple of views is definitely the
just
best way to watch that.
Subtitles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So coming out on Blu-ray. I don't know if this graphic is updated.
Graphics updated, but I don't have
Graphics updated. Okay, cool.
Whoa.
So keeping up with the Joneses, The Girl on the Train, Ouija, Origin of Evil, who gives a fuck, and Fences. Hector, you saw Fences.
Yeah, man.
It's I think it's still out in theaters.
I think so
It
too.
is, which is crazy.
It must be. I mean,
I just got my screener for it, so I'm going to be watching that hopefully this week.
Yeah, it was good. I don't know if it was worthy of a theater trip, but maybe if you have older relatives that like films that are just kind of family dramas, go take them. I went and saw it with my dad. It was a good time. Sad, happy parts, like just a good, well acted, just incredibly acted film. But even when I walked out of it, I was like, that's definitely like a rental. So Critter Nation 3000 says Fences is good, y'all. Yeah, great. I would check it out. I'm not interested in any of the rest of those movies.
I hear a lot of hype around that movie. Is it as good as the hype makes it seem?
Well, I don't know, but the hype around Viola Davis and Denzel is accurate.
Is accurate.
Those two are powerhouses, and the performances, little things that they do, little twitches of their face will make me cry. Like they're so fucking good. And Viola Davis, I think, outshines Denzel, which is like, what?
Shit.
Denzel's,
I heard she out
Denzel is one of the greatest actors I think of all time. I mean, I think he's. I think in a lot of ways he's also underrated because everyone's just like, oh, Denzel, he's great, but it's like how good he's so good.
Yeah.
And he knows what he's doing, and the direction that he did in that movie is really just to set up the performances, which I think is fine. It works for it. So yeah.
Keep up with the Joneses.
Nope, pass.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
What was the other movie?
Girl on the Train. More like Pass on the Train.
Girl on the Train. Yeah, I think a lot of people were anticipating that it could potentially be good. So
More like Gone Girl.
Nah, it was like Gone Girl.
Yeah.
Apparently, I read the book, which was
Pre-Fight Donut is saying
also okay, just okay.
Yeah.
Pre-Fight Donut is saying that Ouija is at 82% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Is that critics or audience and critics?
I think
don't know.
critics.
Is that Pre-Fight Donut? Is that critics or everybody?
here's the thing about the Rotten Tomatoes thing. Also, is like the rating, the actual rating that they put next to the movie.
Right.
You have to look at really like what the score they give out of 10.
Yeah, right, Cameron?
Because it could be Because it could be like it could say 82%, but then you look at what it says out of 10, and it says like 7 out of 10,
right?
Or 6.5.
Because the whether it's fresh or not just means that
positive or negative review.
Yeah,
Right,
people are saying
positive or
like
negative.
I would see it or I wouldn't see it. It's not actually how good they thought it was.
Right.
And you have to actually read the reviews.
right.
Yeah.
Um,
And is that it? Is that all we got?
That's all that's coming out on Blu-ray.
All right. What do we
Wait,
got coming out?
Well,
What?
it doesn't matter. Keep
What?
going.
What?
The Sage Topian says the Ouija sequel is actually pretty good. Never even saw the first one. Was there a first one? Isn't
Yeah,
that just
there
the
was.
name?
There was. It's just called Ouija.
Yeah,
Really?
this one, the new one was
Yeah.
made by the guy who did Oculus.
But isn't
Which was
We
solid.
saw the trailer and we were like, oh, that doesn't look very good.
Wow. I thought that the Ouija board movie was just called Ouija Origin of Evil.
There's
No,
an
'cause
original
there is
Ouija
the
movie. It's
Ouija
just
I
movie.
might,
called-
It was just
I might have
Ouija.
I might have a good Rotten Tomatoes rant next week.
Oh.
All right.
Right.
All right. So what
What
do we got
else?
coming out in theaters?
Theaters. Boom.
Split. I got a lot of screening invites for that movie. Didn't take Universal up on them, but I am interested in seeing the movie. It looks really fucking weird, and it is M. Night Shyamalan.
That's not a good
which-
thing.
Which is not. Well, I mean,
The Visit was pretty sweet.
yeah. I mean, for me, when people say M. Night Shyamalan, I don't really go one way or the other. I'm kind of like, well, I like James McAvoy. I think he's an extremely good actor.
And the Sixth
trailer
Sense and Unbreakable and Signs are great.
Sure, and then the trailer was good enough that I'm like, I would give this a shot. The Founder, I've been waiting. I know that movie had like a limited run here and in New York. I want to go check it out. I hear the performance for Michael Keaton is supposed to be really, really good as Ray Kroc, obviously.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
So I really want to see that movie. And then Triple X, I actually will go watch Triple X because I like the first one. I haven't seen it since like 2003 probably, so who knows? I'll probably watch and be like, oh, this movie's terrible.
Yeah.
But I like Vin Diesel and I like the franchise enough that I would watch it. I'll probably have to go back and watch the first two though, even though the second one's not connected.
Cool. I want to watch The Founder when it's out on video. I don't know if I'd necessarily see it in theaters, but I'll rent it. And I'm split on the other ones. No, honestly, I've already decided I don't want to watch
Punsworth
it.
McPunserson
I don't
over
really.
here.
I don't think I'll catch any of these in the theater. I've got a lot.
I got a
of
movie pass,
Oscar-
folks, so I got to
Yeah.
go to the
There you
movies.
go.
A lot of
Oh, you
Oscar
finally
things
bought
here.
one?
Yeah, it's coming in the mail.
Congratulations. You've been talking about that for years.
Very excited.
The one that I really want to watch is, and it wasn't on that list, it's 20th Century Women? Yeah, 20th
Yeah.
Century Women.
Is that wide release?
Yeah. Everybody's been raving about this movie.
Yeah.
That's right, Dustin saw it.
Dustin freaking loves it.
Yeah, that I want to. I still want to. There's so many movies from 2016. Like I'm still slowly catching up. Like I
Right.
just saw Patriots Day. I'm
You see
like,
Moana yet?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
So good.
Oh,
Cool.
I'm
Like
so
I'm saying,
excited that
I
you
got
see
a
it,
bunch, and every
Yeah.
time I like talk to people about movies, they're giving me recommendations for other ones. There's like Train to Busan that I'm like I gotta try to watch that too. So there's there are honestly a lot of good movies out right now, and I know we talk about movies and how there's so much shit that comes out that's such garbage, but there are a lot of movies that because they don't have the backing of the studio, like a Marvel movie or a DC movie or even some of these bigger independent movies,
Right.
you should still. I mean, if you seek them out and people say that they're good and that the reviews for the most part are pretty positive, then give it a shot.
Give it a
Maybe
shot,
you'll actually
yeah.
really like
Yeah.
it.
You got to Deepwater Horizon recently, didn't you?
What's that?
Deepwater Horizon.
I haven't seen that yet.
No, you saw Patriots Day.
I saw Patriots Day.
Yo, Deepwater Horizon.
Yeah, another Peter Berg movie with Mark
Good.
Wahlberg.
Yeah,
so
I really wanted to go watch that one. When it was
Cool.
in
Kurt Russell with his backdraft haircut back
that's right.
and a mustache.
Yeah. No, I heard good things about that movie, and I mean, this always happens when a director makes good movies that people start talking about, like, oh, maybe he'll get sucked into some universe, like a comic book universe. So people are already
Peter
talking
Berg
about.
he already did Battleship. He ain't doing that shit again.
I know. That's the thing.
You got burned once.
But I'm excited. Yeah, like I really like Patriots Day.
I gotta go see
It's done
Hidden
well.
Figures.
Yeah, I
wanna
really
go
want to
see
see
that.
Yeah,
Hidden Figures.
yeah.
My
in
mom
theaters.
I
saw
really
it
wanna go
figures
watch
and she
that one.
loved it.
I heard it's good.
She loved it.
Yeah.
She was
Probably a
like,
good time.
she walked out. She's like, I had no clue that even happened.
Yeah.
So she really liked it.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I've been
something
getting
I'm
people to
gonna
go
out
to
of
the
my
movies
way.
a lot, and I need to
I
go
got a
more.
high recommend
so.
on Silence. Silence, what I love.
Oh yeah,
Silence,
that's
yeah.
another one I want to go see really bad.
That's
Yeah,
another one.
Ah,
My-
they all just come out
my-
one right after the other at the end of the year.
yeah. My friend saw it, and he did say that he liked it, but he thought it was a little too long.
It is an epic long movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is appropriate to do it with this voice, but teen girl stuff says Hidden Figures made me cry.
Hidden Figures.
So good.
Hector, don't give away our characters from Flip Squad.
That's what it was. Right. That's what it was. Host, did you see Moonlight? Adam
saw Moonlight.
Yeah, so I watched Moonlight. Damn, that movie's great.
I have it in my possession. I will see it soon.
I have it.
I will say that the first 2 acts are the strongest parts for me. The third act, it's still good. I probably will sit down and watch that movie again because I watched it after I watched Manchester by the Sea. So I think I was already like extremely emotionally compromised from watching Manchester by the Sea. But Moonlight, the first 2 acts, like it emotionally punches you in the gut repeatedly
over and over.
But it's really good. I thought the kids gave extremely good performances.
It's all about the kids this year.
It is like I thought they did a great job, and they don't have they don't have a lot of dialogue. Most of their performance is all based on emotion and expression, and I thought they did an amazing job.
Teenage Girl Stuff says she's 28, Hector.
Change your name, girl.
We're all teen girl stuff. We're all teen girl stuff on the inside.
All right, y'all.
Bacon Bastard, Nocturnal Animals.
That's it for us tonight, everybody.
Nocturnal Animals was okay. I thought the story they were telling in the movie, within the movie, was better than the actual movie itself, but this is my opinion.
Yeah,
that's funny.
All right, dude.
Like, it's so good.
Tonight was crazy with the donations.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Very much.
Jesus.
I think that's the most we've ever raised on our show.
Yeah.
People love to listen to Cameron rant.
Big thanks to Cameron Rice for this Cam rants. Head over to Cam.
To Cam.
Check in one final check-in with Cameron Rice.
Cameron Rice rants.
You got anything you want people
AKA
to look at
the
tomorrow?
Rice cooker, AKA.
Besides your shoes?
Tomorrow morning, you can hear my actual review of Live by Night over on Geek and Sundry at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Also happening 11 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Morning update. Hyper RPG's morning update. It's going to be an informed chat with Dustin, Lucas, whatever the fuck else they want to do. That's going to be great. That's going until 12:30. What's happening at 1?
Have two
Erica?
computers. Have two computers going.
At 1 p.m., Zach is playing XCOM 2.
Augie,
what do we have?
5:30 to 6 p.m. We're playing Core News. Get the latest updates on your corporate war before core sin.
Very nice. Adam, what's happening?
Finally, at 6 p.m.
Nice.
Going till 9:30. Shadowrun.
Excellent.
All the things.
Read the synopsis.
Okay, I will read it. Fine. Children are disappearing. Mainframe's past has come back to haunt her.
Oh boy.
And the airy squires are not what they seem. Can MMFEC protect the vulnerable citizens of Seattle?
I like that voice.
Oh, that's a good voice.
You should do VO.
Yeah, you should do voiceover stuff for trailers.
I like that.
That's
Too
good stuff.
sexy.
I have my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Erica Ishii. And on Thursday, around noonish, if you want to pull up a second browser to come see me, I'm playing through Lady Killer in a Bind, which is a lesbian bondage dating sim, and it is hilarious. So join me for that. Good night, everybody.
Great. That's great. Feck.
I'll be at work, so
excellent.
I won't be anywhere streaming.
You can be listening to that, though.
You could listen to me.
You can listen to Erica's lesbian stories.
Yeah.
Is it hilarious? Is it funny?
Oh, it's great. It's great. Well, because during all the sex scenes, it's censored. I'm playing the safe for work mode where they're all wearing Christmas sweaters.
Oh, sweet.
I like that.
Yeah.
Top and bottom?
It's great. Yeah.
Christmas
So
sweaters on the
Just
bottom.
like a onesie,
like a
onesies.
pubic Christmas sweater.
What?
What just happened
You
on
said
this
top
show?
and bottom, right?
Like a what Christmas sweater?
Like a pubic Christmas sweater.
Like a pubic Christmas
Yeah, you dye it green
Yeah.
and red. Hang some ornaments off that bush.
Yeah.
How did this all go so terribly wrong?
What show
Great.
am I
Well, that's what I'm
on?
doing on my channel, so I hope to see you there.
Christmas bush, oh Christmas bush.
Cut it off, Dustin. Cut it off, Dustin. Cut it off.
He's over on that couch.
Nice. Last week on Hyper RPG.